Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. Hey, nosy neighbors. Let me see her. Hey, nosy neighbors. Let me I always forget which Facebook. Okay, so this one. So I can put let me add this in. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Hey, nosy neighbors, y'all get in here and like and share the live. I don't want to do it on this one. Let me open another one. Y'all get in her and like and share. Get in her and like and share. I want to do this one. So as I told y'all, I will definitely be spilling my own tea tonight. And I want to say this. Hold on one second. Let me see. Stay. Can I do it from here? Okay, let me just close that and then edit. I want to say this, honey. So quite a bit going on. I want to say this. For somebody who said they stopped talking to me a year and a half to 2 years ago, you sure know a lot of details. You sure know a lot of details about what happened with me less than a year ago. How can you know the details with me less than a year ago when you said we stopped talking? You stopped talking to me over a year and a half to 2 years ago. But anyway, we're going to get to that probably a little later because that's not the live for tonight. But I just want to ask that question. I just want to ask the question, how can you know what's the intricate details that's going on with me that was less than a year ago when you said you stopped talking to me a year and a half ago? But you know, the liar's always lying, honey. Somebody who said that doesn't watch, right? For somebody who said that doesn't watch and talking about, oh, if you don't like me, stop watching me. Well, ditto. The hell you on right now? You're on here right now. But we're gonna get back to that. We're gonna get back to that because that's not, I need everybody to come on in and like and share the live. Let me go ahead and do my thing on my side while I ain't even on. Like real, for real. I need every single body on this live to like and share. I need you to share the YouTube live. I'm about to post it on my Facebook. I need you to share the YouTube live. I need you to share the YouTube live. Now, I just posted it on my Facebook page. If for whatever reason you don't know how to share the YouTube live, you can go to my Facebook page and share it there. Hold on. I don't know what that just said. Reload. Let me just see. Okay, there we go. There we is. There we go. There we did. And let me go over her. Let me go over her now. Let me go over her. Child, I ain't never seen somebody asked me, honey. They said, well, why was it? They said, why is it so involved that it gets to shaking, honey? Just, they say it's shaking, can't get still, nervous and trembling, smoking cigarettes at night, child. I said, I don't know why it's shaking and trembling like that for. I don't know. What? I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting in here doing my thing. Everybody like and share the live. I need every single person in here to share the live. I'm gonna ask y'all in a minute. I need you to share the live. And listen, let's go ahead within the next 5 or so minutes and like and share this live. I need everybody on here. Hey Penny. Oh, and listen, hello one, hello all. Hello one, hello all, hello one, hello all. And another thing, I don't know if y'all realize, but y'all only make my people love me more. Like the y'all really try to like get my people against me. Like I don't know. Like I said, it was always an effort to, dang Darnell, you get all of those cash apps. I wish I could get those cash apps. It was all of that all along. And another thing which I have said before, so now, now everything I do is bad, right? But how many lives did you come on when I was doing what I've always been doing, and you were supporting? And you said, "Well, what Darnell doing is different." Oh, but I have the right to change my mind. Yeah, no, you got the right to be fake. You have the right to be fake, and anything you say or do will be held against you. You have the right to be fake. Well, see, what Darnell does is a little different, but see, he does this, and he's right because he does this. Now I'm the bad guy. Now I'm the bad guy. Carla says, "I don't what Darnell does, what he looks like. Sorry, he is the truth teller. Thank you, Boom." And another thing, honey, ugly I have never been. Now you gain enough weight, you kind of lose some of your features, honey. Your features get smothered by the pound. Features get smothered by the pound, but bitch, ugly I have never been. Ugly I have never been. Okay. Now you can call me some things, and there's a lot of things that I might be insecure about, but ugly is not one of them. I want to let's be very clear. Ugly is not one of them. You might can catch a bad angle, and like I say, you gain enough weight, but your features get smothered by the fat. 125 pounds down, and you want me to show? You know what? Crazy thing is, I took some pictures today. I had somebody to take pictures of me. I had somebody to take some pictures of me today, and I was gonna share them. I did share them with a couple of people. I did share them unedited, un whatever. I did share them with a couple of people. But see, y'all want me to do what y'all want me to do when y'all want me to do it. It ain't gonna happen. Okay? Ain't gonna happen. But everything I was doing was all right until nobody was talking to you. And see, so since you understand so much, understand with yourself how everything I was doing was okay and justified in your eyes. I can go back and find the lives where you said it. But now, as soon as nobody's talking to you and messing with you, now we're all the bad guys. We're all the bad guys. And you like to paint it to where you realize, oh, I realized some things, girl. But when y'all were cool, she was saying how fine you are. Yes, Malona Jackson. Ciao. Then now you're finding at a bottle of fine wine. Ciao. What ugly I've never been. Lioness said you didn't send it to me. Well, we gonna we move in stages. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it now. Hey, me. Hey, listen, I need everybody to like and share the live. Listen, how many people have shared the live? Put a number 77 in the chat. We should have at least, we got 300 people in the group. We should have at least 400 people. I need every single person, for real, to like and share this live. So listen, that lawsuit came up, right? And I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about it in detail. That lady was on the live acting like she really has been a part of my life for the last couple of years, like she knows what she's talking about. Talking about everybody contributed to move here. You was a motherfucking lie. You was a motherfucking lie. I paid over $7,000 to move into that house. And ask me who gave me $1. Ask me who gave me a dime. Over $7,000. Because, well, I didn't even get a break. Over $7,000 I paid to move into that house. And ask me who gave me a dime. Now, I'm going to break some things down throughout this conversation. But I paid the money. Me. So, why are you talking about, oh, everybody contributed? No, they did not. Don't even know what you be talking about. It just, at this point, it just always diarrhea of the mouth. She doesn't even, and this was part of the problem when we were talking. It's the diarrhea of the mouth. It's saying things with no facts, not even considering what you're saying, and it's wrong, but you think you know every damn thing. And you're talking about, if I don't like you, stop watching your lives. Baby, you're on my live right now. You were the first person here, I bet. First person here. Coach. Man, if you don't get your ass somewhere, ain't gave a dime. And I'll break that down. I'm going to be fully transparent in this live. From the house that I lived in. Hold on, let me show you. For those who've been following. Oh my goodness, I hope I didn't close that damn live down. And I damn did close it down. Dang on it. For those, dang on it. I'm sitting here trying to close out stuff. All right, y'all go ahead and like and share the live. It ain't gonna take me long to find that video. I need every single person to like and share the live. Once you have shared the live, put a number 77 in the chat. Suck me dry. Hey, boo. Once you have shared the live, put a number 77 in the chat. Share it to multiple groups that you're in. Multiple groups. I need everybody on the live, baby. Hey, and so anyway, so just because, and another thing is, just because you see the lawsuit, you don't know the details. So I got receipts. Also, I won't be. I'm gonna save some things. I'm going to save some things because this person, her name is Stephanie. She's bitter. She's very bitter. I'm going to tell you why she's bitter. Okay, where did that live? Okay, it wasn't this one. It wasn't that one. Let me see. I'm going to tell you why she's bitter. Okay, here we go. Cool. Let me show you. So let's go back to here. Because how many of you all remember this? How many of you all remember this? This backyard, right? How many of you all remember this backyard? This was 3 years ago. What does it have the date here? October 28, 2022. I don't know how many of y'all been following me, but how many of you all remember this? And I'm gonna go back. I think I had reached 10K or something. How many of y'all remember this? If you shared the live, put a number 77 in the chat. And if you remember this, yes, I was cooking, Lady Jane. How many of y'all remember this video? It's going to move a little bit forward here in just a second. But I want to, Chris says, I do. Kathy Lynette says, I do. You were cooking. Toxinia. Let me see. Toxinia says, I do. Hey, Miss Charlotte, how are you? How are you, my love? Suck me dry said, my memory sucks. Adrian says, I do. I remember. So a lot of y'all been following me a long time. So, okay, let's go back here, okay? Because remember, this was Remember, honey, they were circling the trees. Honey, do y'all remember they were circling the trees trying to figure out where I was, honey? Somebody, there was some apartment and all of this stuff right here. And I showed, this was the dining room area. And I don't, oh, this was the seller 10K. I'm pretty sure right here I had reached 10K. So a lot of y'all are saying you remember this live. I need everybody to like and share, like and share, like and share. Share it to the groups that you're in. Share it to your personal page. Tag a friend, bring them on in. Let them know we live. Listen, Facebook, we need y'all to head over to YouTube because in less than 5 minutes, we're going to be getting started and go right into the live. So Facebook, we need you to head over to YouTube. Head over to YouTube. Wow. All right, Facebook will leave you about 5 minutes. So that was the backyard. Honey, do y'all remember when they were circling the trees? It was the circling of the trees for me. And I showed the dining room area and also the living room area, as well as I eventually posted a reel when I first moved into this house, when there was boxes because we were just moving in, okay? So we're going to get into that, and we're going to get into some more things here in just a second. All right? So y'all get on in here. Get on in, get on in, get on in. She says, yes, like it's not a billion trees that looking like child. It was the circling of the trees for me, and still not where you would need to be. So we're going to get into all of that stuff, and we're going to go back. I remember, oh yeah, I forgot about this. I remember, oh, this was the pissy couch. Now, let's not forget about the pissy couch. Let's not forget about the pissy couch. And that's the decor that I chose. Okay. I got this in a box somewhere, but anyway. Let me go continue playing. I forgot about the pissy couch now. Can we not? We can't forget about the pissy couch. Because, when you have that suede or whatever that texture is, you swipe it one way, it's dark. You swipe it one way, it's light. So they say that in the middle, which looks like a stain and it's not, you swipe it one way, it's dark. Anyway, they said it's pissy couch. That's for the trailers. Those are for the people in the trailers. Some of the people in the trailers like to talk a lot of shit. Mind you, and there's nothing wrong with the trailers, honey, but I'm just saying, you ain't showed us your trailer. You ain't showed us your trailer. Anyway, let's get into it. I need everybody to like and share this live. Put a number 77 in the chat if you shared the live. Facebook, you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. I'm putting it in the chat again. Head over to YouTube. You got 2 minutes, Facebook. I put the YouTube link in the chat again. You got 2 minutes. And we're about to get right into it. Okay? Right into it. Head over to YouTube. LaCarney said, Darnell got all the big girls mad. Ain't they mad? Honey, they got to have 2 surgeries. They got to have 2 surgeries. And act like they done really did something, honey. You got to have, how the fuck? I didn't even know you can have 2 surgeries. Shit, I thought one would do. But you know, had a bypass, a sleeve, a neck, a collar. Then you know, had an elbow, shoulder length. I mean, it's surgeries. They said more than 2 surgeries, baby. It was more than 2 surgeries. Baby, and you mad at me? You mad at me? Oh, and I'm also supposed to go ahead and do what y'all would like for me to do right now and go ahead and show I've lost over 120 pounds. I need to show it right now. Just as y'all say, yes, sir, massa. Show it right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Show it right now. Show it right now. Get on the scale. Show my toes. Which I did show. Show my toes again and show it right now. Get on the scale. Oh, yes, sir. And another thing, you best believe anytime I get ready to get on here and call somebody a big, I'm gonna say it. Anytime I get ready to talk about the 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 conglomeration that has formed under your neck, because if anybody want to see the 120 pounds, you ain't got to do nothing but look under that neck. All of that girth that's going under the neck, that's the only place you got to look for the 120 pounds. If y'all want to see the 120 pounds so bad, it's right there in the neck. You ain't seen it? You ain't seen it, honey? So I don't know what. Even if I had not lost 125, every time I get ready to call I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna call it. I'm so confused. This was someone we all knew. You exactly. And so they try to say that I've been hiding. Oh shit! Oh, I know y'all fucking lying. Oh, y'all better send me some shit real time. Hold on. Bitch, y'all is the freaking GOAT. Are y'all crazy? Y'all got to be crazy. How y'all just sent me this real time like that? Oh, y'all got to be crazy. How y'all just sent me this real time like that? Y'all got to be crazy. Y'all got to be crazy. And I love it. Oh, baby, y'all got to be crazy. And I love it. Oh, I know y'all got to be crazy. So I said 2 surgeries, honey. I know. Hold up. You mean to tell me? Hold the hell on. You mean to tell me? Hold the hell on. Now, Facebook, we done told y'all to come on over, but in the meantime, between time, y'all got a couple of minutes, but somebody, I'm talking about real time. Whoever just said this to me, which of course I'm not going to call your name anyway, baby, where did you have this? Under your toe? Like, I literally just said it, and you literally just sent it to me. Did you have it under your fingernail? I'm trying to figure out, baby, where was it at? It was under your titty? Where did you have this at that you could send it so fast? Anyway, I thank God for you. So I thought it was 2 surgeries, honey. So he said, so many, this is, you know who this is. This is the crook. Bitch, did you have, where did you have, is it in your skin? Where did you have this, where did you have this at that you was able to produce it so fast? Baby, I literally feel like I just said it, and then I heard a bing, and I looked, because I do look sometimes when y'all send me stuff. Now, if y'all get to send me too much stuff and it ain't worth nothing, I stop looking. I turn my notifications on. Where did you have this at? That's my question. Is it your screensaver? But you know what? So many of y'all have inboxed me about weight loss. Here are the surgeries and the years. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I just showed y'all yesterday where he like to pick at fat people now, and I'm losing my weight naturally. And let me do one thing at a time. Surgery number 1 in 2018, a VSG, a vertical sleeve. What is that? Gastrectomy. A vertical sleeve gastrectomy in Atlanta by Dr. William Johnson. Surgery number 2, 2019, 1 year later. Round 1 of lipo and let me see now. Gynecomastia. Gynecomastia by Dr. Myla Bennett. I'm going to stop reading the damn words. Surgery number 3. So 2018, 2019, 2020. Year after year. Baby, are you crazy? A second round of lipo and abdominoplasty. I said I'm finna quit reading the words, but I'm still reading them. A second round of lipo and abdominoplasty. Also by Dr. Myla Bennett. Hold on, y'all keep sending me stuff. Let me look at my text message now. Y'all send me more stuff. Let me see. Let me see. Ciao. Ciao. Okay. And the fourth surgery, so you skipped a year. And then 2020, you had a sleeve revision to gastric bypass, Dr. William Johnson, the same doctor. So, and hope this helps. No, you like, so you mean to tell me you be picking on fat people, and listen, I'm gonna call the fat out every time, but you had 4 surgeries. 4. 4 surgeries. Just like Neck came on and said she had been dealing with her weight issue and body dysmorphia for years. And when we talked about that, the number of years, okay, so I've been online 3 years, right? I don't, maybe 4, but I'd say 3, 4. So when we talked about that, she told me, I can't remember how many years, it was more than 3 or 4, that she dealt with body dysmorphia. And that, I relate to you, Darnell, and da-da-da-da, but now you're online talking big shit. And I'm going to tell you this, honey, like I said, I might have some insecurities, but ugly ain't one of them. Ugly ain't one of them. And bitch, that fat may cover up my features, bitch, but you just wait and see, honey. You just wait and see. And then we have this one over here that's done had 4 surgeries. So you mean to tell me 1 surgery, 2 surgery, 3 surgery, 4. You talking shit online like you ain't a big hoe. Like you ain't had the surgery 2018, 2019, 2020, 22, and more. Hey, I ain't gonna even get, you know what? Anyway. Hey, Bad Boo. You done messed up my rhyme. So why he worried about you? He's always worried. And then he made the post and say, I'm not gonna talk about his looks. Bitch, you been talking about my looks for months. Okay, Facebook, we definitely about to go. How many hell we got you on right now on Facebook? They hard here for months. Okay, Facebook, we definitely about to go. How many hell we got you on right now on Facebook? We about to drop Facebook off at the pool because we talk about his looks. Bitch, you how many hell we done told him? Let me see. I'm putting here one more time. Head over to YouTube. Facebook is 40 people over on Facebook, and that's one of the Facebook. I haven't checked the other one. I put head over to YouTube, honey. We about to drop y'all off at the pool. The other Facebook, I'm not even finna check it. I don't know how many people over there. We need y'all to head over to YouTube. I put the link in the chat several times. Okay? I put it in the chat several times. And we finna drop it off at the pool so we can get into it. Because this is exactly what we finna do. Remove. And just in case anybody wants to know, we're live right now. It's at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time now. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard. Today is the day after Chroma. Okay? If anybody's confused, we're live right now. All right. So you mean to tell me you don't have 4 surgeries? You don't have 4 surgeries, but you fix your lips to come and talk about somebody who's who is in the process of doing something that you could not do. And again, like I said on the last live, there's no shade for anyone who had the surgeries. I was a half a toe from Tijuana my damn self. In Tijuana, I'm like, that's a good price. Shit. And I had somebody who was finna go with me. But anyway, we're going to get into it. So let's get into the reason that I wanted to do this live tonight. So I'm pretty sure y'all saw the lawsuit. If you saw the lawsuit, put it number 77 in the chat because that's what I'm talking about tonight. If you saw the lawsuit, put it number 77 in the chat. And you know, just as I was vulnerable last night, because I do that when it comes upon me, I'm going to be very vulnerable tonight and very transparent. And as always, very truthful. So if you saw the lawsuit, put it number 77 in the chat, and we're going to get into it. Okay. So this house that I previously showed, at the time I showed, there was the backyard. Now, I would say this. I would think common sense would tell anybody when y'all were doing all of the most what y'all were doing, I would think, hold on. I would think common sense would tell anybody that this backyard, how could I even be in an apartment and have a backyard, a patio slab? But then we talk about common sense, so we're talking about stuff that's not too common. Okay. So when y'all were doing all of the stuff y'all were doing, I'm really trying to figure out. Okay. So this is that house. Now, it was a small house, and I more so chose this house because it was very close to the train station and my uncle needed to be on the train. So this was that house. You see the fenced in backyard? This was that house. Now, y'all have said, oh, you know, the little the blinds messed up in apartments. Now this live was 3 years ago. It was 2022. And I was really trying to count or think about how many years I lived in this house. I want to say I was in this house from 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. Somebody said the one surgery. Hold on now. Let me bring this back up. Shit, did I close it out? Hold on now. Somebody wanted me to know something. Somebody wanted me to know something. Hold on now. Hold on now. Oh my God, on today. So remember, okay, I've got to go back, baby. Y'all is in real time with the shits. Shout out to the nosy neighbors. Y'all is in real time with the shits. I'm leaving my phone on all night. Don't y'all message me unless it's something important. So when I was reading this, I may be mispronouncing it. Gynecomastia. I'm mispronouncing it. Let me see.
Gynecomastia.
Oh, that's pretty damn close. Gynecomastia. So wait, can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear the pronunciation of the word? Let Let me just show y'all something. Can y'all hear the pronunciation of the word? I want to make sure y'all can hear and see and everything, honey. Okay, y'all can hear. So that was not too bad off. I'm like, gynecomastia.
Gynecomastia.
Okay, cool. That's not what I want to show you. So somebody wanted me, make sure I knew now. Because I know I seen a gobble neck. I seen the neck of the necks. I seen where all 120 pounds I lost went. I seen it today now. I see it often. When I go check on, I see it. Somebody wanted me to know. Somebody wanted me to know now. I'm going to tell you now. Because y'all in real time with the bullshit. Someone said that was the removal. Now, this says the enlargement. But I guess it was enlarged to the removal. That said is the removal of the man's breast. So they said, want me to know this was the removal of the man's breast. Hey, boo. Hey, Didi. The removal of the man's breast. So we're talking about. So I know somebody was just talking about teeth. But now, so we got this surgery. The gynecomastia. The gynecomastia. So round one of lipo and gynecomastia. And we look up, now we know he ain't enlarged it. So even, let me see what it says, show more. So this was because you had the enlarged breast. And what they're trying to tell me is that you got that removed. You got your titties cut off. You got them cut off. Oh, but y'all want it. So you done got all of the surgeries. I didn't know you had the titties cut off. I didn't know they went to chop, titty, chop, titty. Anyway, honey, y'all is in real time with the shits, honey. They said that what that was. Let me see if I can look up. Let me see. So when I put sure enough, it said ditch the man boobs in one day, honey. So you mean to tell me now I'm sitting having the discipline to do what I need to do, and I'm gonna get more discipline. Only thing y'all really doing is pushing me further into my destiny. Now, everybody like to talk about spiritual, and they so spiritual. Only thing y'all are doing is pushing me further into my destiny. I'm already on a good track. You only thing y'all are doing, you're going to ensure. You're going to ensure that I reach my goals, and I love y'all for that. Ditch the man boobs in one day. So I thank you so much for telling us what gynecomastia is, and the fact that he's talking all this stuff, but I had all these surgeries. Oh, they said it was supposed to have been a plasty, not masty. So I guess he didn't say it right. It's supposed to have been gynecoplasty and not gynecomastia. But anyway, teeth is cut off. All right. So thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate your love. So this house, which again I lived in for 2 to 3 years or so, whatever. This was the house. So all of the trees were circling and whatever, fenced in backyard. It was a small house, but a nice house or whatever. And this was circa So this live was 2022. This was around approximately 2018 to 2022. Now, so I got a notice, and this was, you remember the pandemic was around what, 2020-ish, 2020-ish to, last year. I got a notice, I guess around, I don't know, between the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, that the rent was going up $700 to $800. I got a notice that to renew, the rent was going up $700 to $800 within 1 year, right? Within 1 year. And I said, hell to the no, no. Not me. I'm always grateful for where I am, and I'm always grateful, but I already didn't too much care for this house. Again, this house was literally walking distance to a train station. Oh, let me tell you another. I almost forgot. Let me tell you another reason. Because, hold on, I might need to blow my nose. I know some people don't know nothing about blowing their nose. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Lakeisha, boo. Hey, Lakeisha. Oh, so let me tell you another reason. So I don't know about everywhere, but during COVID, MARTA shut down a lot of the buses. I didn't want the responsibility to take my uncle to work every day, because at this time, I believe he was working full time at this time, like 2018, 2019, or whatever. 2020 even maybe. Now starting 2021-ish, they cut his hours. He was working 3 days a week. We're gonna get into that as well. Y'all sticking to the conversation. I need everybody to like and share the live. If you're just coming in, I need you to like and share the live. This was the house. This was the house when they were circling the trees. This was the house when they were saying, "Oh, he's in this raggedy place," and this was the house. This house with the fenced-in backyard. And they circled this tree in particular, I believe. This was their house. Okay, cool. And if anybody also been following me a long time, and I was looking for those lives, I may have deleted them. I'm not sure. Remember, there was some domestic stuff going on in front of my house between this man and this woman, whatever. And I used to show that periodically through my ring cam as well. All right, cool. Let's move forward. Now, they sent me a notice, and if anybody, I don't know if you're in Georgia or if this happened all across the nation. Around this time, which again, this is circa 2022, 2023-ish, to say you're gonna go up on somebody's rent $700 to $800. Does anybody else have did that happen to anybody else, or do you know somebody else that happened to? Put a number, Lois put 77 in the chat out of nowhere. Put a number 22 in the chat if that happened to you, or if you know somebody who that happened to. The rent just going up $700-800. Like, who the hell you think? Man, I really don't like this house. I moved here for a reason. So 22 in the chat if that either happened to you or you know somebody who that happened to. Just an astronomical jump with rent. Astronomical jump. I refused. I said, not for this house. Not for this house. And then we're going to get to how I moved to this house. Okay. We're going to get to how I moved to this house. We're going to get to that. And I really ain't seen a bad house yet that I was living in. But we're going to get to a bad house I was living in. We're going to get there. Just don't worry about it, sweetheart. So, okay, a lot of y'all in that economy, and when that stuff was happening with COVID, they were just acting a fool. Okay, let's continue. So I refused to pay that money for that house. I refused. Now I went looking for another house. I had the money to move into that house, or another house, and I couldn't find a house. Could not find a house for one reason or another. Okay, now let me make sure I'm not missing anything because it was something else I wanted to say. We're moving right along, and we're gonna get into the lawsuit for sure. Couldn't find a house. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Now, I think around 2015, I lived in these apartments, and they were very nice. As far as the aesthetics, I will say they were very nice. Does anybody have any story of living in an apartment and the walls are so thin you can hear everything? Put a number 22 in the chat if you either have lived in an apartment or currently live in an apartment where you can hear everything. So around 2015-ish, I was around 2015 when I wasn't even on the internet. That's 10 years ago. I wasn't even on the internet. I did live in an apartment then, but it was a nice apartment. It was nice. It was nothing. It was no blinds. Like, it was no blinds. Like, what are y'all talking about with the blinds? I know what y'all might be talking about, but that won't my house. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. So, aesthetically, the house, the apartment around 2015-ish was very nice. The walls were so thin. And y'all, honestly, I think I developed or whatever, like, I was downstairs. A sudden noise. I think I have a thing with sudden noises. Like everything is quiet, and then there's the kaboom, boom, boom, boom. And if it happens repetitively, I have a thing with that. I mean, so much so where literally it was 3 guys upstairs, and I literally wanted I literally want to scrap. Now I know I wouldn't have won that, but I was so mad that I didn't care. I didn't care. So I realized that I could no longer do an apartment. Now I thought about moving upstairs, but I said, well, it's still the matter of the walls is so thin. It's going to be a problem still. Apartments are nice. I mean, nice decor, nice layout, nice space, 3 bedrooms, reasonable price, very nice apartments. Well manicured lawn. Well, it's not a lawn. Well manicured landscaping. Everything. I had no issue with the physical appearance of the apartments in 2015, but around between 2018 moving forward, I've always lived in a house. And part of that was because the immediate noise. So we're moving forward. So around this 2022 to 2023, rent went up. They talking about some $700 to $800. I said, no, ma'am. I could not find a place to move within that period of time when they sent the notice. And I was like, well, do I want to move back to an apartment? I was like, I really don't want to do that. Then I was like, well, dang, this would be a perfect time. So like, maybe I should try to focus on saving more money. Okay. So this is where the lady, Stephanie, from the lawsuit comes in. I could have stayed at this house. I could have paid $700-800 more dollars. I didn't want to do that. This house was not worth it. At that point, that would have been almost $3,000 for this house. And it might have been, let me see, it just, definitely upper 2,000s, almost $3,000 for this house. I can't remember the exact amount. So I was running through my mind with all possible scenarios. I ran through, do I want to go back to an apartment? I'm like, no, I got to move all my stuff. Then I know I don't want to be there. And I ran through so many things. I have a lot of family in Atlanta. I have family a little bit outside of Atlanta. I ran through all of that. So I, for whatever reason or another, oh, probably because around this time she had called me or whatever. Because here and there she always, messages me on Facebook or whatever. So I wouldn't even say a friend. We were co-workers at one period of time. Well, you know what? No, I really wouldn't say a friend. We were co-workers from one period of time. We've kind of always kept up. Like I said, she would reach out through Facebook here and now and then, and all of those things. Now, I would assume maybe she reached out around that time or whatever. And because my uncle was still working at the time full time, and he worked at the airport, and she lived near the airport. So this is the only thing that I can think of when they talk about raggedy house, raggedy apartment. I did reach out to her and I did say, hey, I am not gonna pay this rent. I was wondering if you had some space or whatever. And we can, me and my uncle can come through for a period of time or whatever, not a long period of time or whatever. And so, we talked about it, and that's what we end up doing. And so I'm being very transparent right now. I'm being very transparent. Yes, I moved with someone, and I very much so sacrificed to get ahead. And I'm gonna say this: it's the most ghetto place. Oh, let me see. First of all, let me see, because I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing. Let me make sure. All right, so support the channel if you can, honey. We're getting into it. I haven't heard nothing. Penny done already shared the cash out. Let me see what she said. Donnell is sharing more personal things tonight. Let's bless him for being transparent. Oh, thank you, Penny. So, Penny always has a message, honey, and I got to read what she said because I'll never know what she's gonna say. So listen, yes, support the channel if you can, and listen. The people who talk shit about the cash apps, they want the cash apps themselves. I cannot tell you how many times Lena has come to me and said, Darnell, you get all of those cash apps. I wish I could get those cash apps, though they always be feeling a type of way, but they're going to act like they don't. They're going to lie and say they don't. They're going to lie and say they don't want it. But the reason she chose one of those girls over there is because, yes, that was one of my heavier cash app people. Although I still have some heavy cash app people. They come through when they want to come through, just like that person did. So support the channel if you can. Yes, we're giving full transparency tonight. We've all done it, D. Thank you, suck me, Roy. We've all done it. So I decided I couldn't find a place. I didn't want to move back to an apartment knowing that I didn't want to be there, move all my stuff. And listen, God has blessed me enough where when I moved to this house, I've hired movers. When I moved into them apartments before this house, I hired movers. When I moved out of this house, I hired movers. When I moved into the next house, I hired movers. God has blessed me enough, and I'm very grateful and thankful and appreciative. Now, we're going to get to how I moved from that house to this house. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Again, paid over $7,000 to move into this house. Nobody gave me a dime. So that lady was over there saying everybody contributed to me moving into this house that you see on the screen. When that's a lie. I heard something. Sophia B, she says, honey, tell the truth and shame the devil. Honey, she said, you is revealing a lot tonight. Yes, I am. Because, honey, when the shit comes down, because I know this lady, she wants, that's another thing. Stephanie had been wanting to, oh, let me come on your live with you so I can get some of them cash out. She been wanting to do that. It's these people. It's these people. So let's go back because we skipping ahead. So let's go back. Where them dollars at? Y'all know I love to hear. Y'all know I love to hear. So that's a nice house. Thank y'all. So listen. Let's continue. So this whole narrative that I was living raggedy, because I was in this house that you see on the screen before social media. Smaller house, but it was just me and my uncle. Fine enough. I still have all of those 5 chairs that was on that porch. I don't use them unless we having a crowd. I went and picked those chairs up from North Georgia. Like somebody was selling them for cheap. But this house was okay for when it was okay for, and I always want to forever be grateful for wherever I am. The apartments that I lived in 2015 before this house that you see on the screen, where they were trying to find the trees, and this was the house, and he living here, and then they showed some place that I didn't live at, and all of this stuff I let go on. So I let all of this stuff go on. I'm not showing y'all shit, proving shit. So why do you think it's any different from today? When y'all was talking about, oh, the pissy, and he lived here, and this was the house. What's wrong with this house? Y'all too good for this house? What's wrong with this house? This is where I was living when y'all was talking all that shit you was talking. This is where I was living. What's wrong with this house? Now, the reason I said I didn't really too much care for this house, because I already felt like it was too much money for the house. I felt like back in 2018-ish, I don't have the exact time now, 2018-ish, I felt like I could have got more house for my money. However, I needed to be, this house was walking distance to the train station, and I needed my uncle to be able to get to work because MARTA had cut out a lot of the bus routes. And a lot of places during COVID, there was no bus routes. No bus routes. And so the apartments that we were living in around 2015-ish to around here, 2018, 2019, they had cut out bus routes. He needed to get to work. I didn't want to be responsible for taking him to work every day. Also, full transparency. At this time, I had this, they have these card things. Let me see. They have these card things, right? It's kind of like, I don't know if you would say it's a lease, or you could say it's renting, or you could say whatever you want to say. I don't yeah. So this is one of them, Flex card. You basically pay a monthly fee for your car. And I had been working from home since 2015. I heard something. Miss Billy always coming through. Thank you for the big cash. She said, hey, handsome, tell your truth, honey. We love you. I love you back. Miss, I almost said it. Anon in the building. Anon says, not much, but I appreciate you. Thank you, Anon. I appreciate you, my love. Listen, you can send any amount of cash out. If you cannot afford it, please don't send it. If you want to send $2, $5, $3, $10, $20, $100. Okay. So at this time, I did this card thing because I didn't want to be responsible for maintenance and all of these things. So I did this card thing. I could swap out cars whenever I wanted to. I work from home. I didn't drive the car that much. So literally, and if somebody may be interested in this who needs an alternative vehicle, it's kind of like leasing, but not, I don't know. It's a subscription, is what they call it. And if you want to call it renting, you can call it that too. Flex car is one of the things I was doing. You pick your car, you can get whatever car. This is some of the, so $394, but you got 1,200 miles. I work from home. I did not hardly. I went to the store, to the mall, I went there and back within the perimeter where I live. So if I pay, and if you can go up from this, if I pay $500 a month, this is including your insurance. Well, maybe, I don't know if this is including your insurance because I haven't gone all the way through this. So just say you end up paying $700, and that's including your insurance. You have a new car. You're not responsible for any of the maintenance, and also you can swap out cars when you want. So this is what I was doing at the time. Full transparency about everything. Anyway, so I did not want to be responsible for taking him to work every day. That was going to be a lot. I worked from home from 2015 doing different things. I wasn't online on 2015, but I worked from home, and I did my thing. Okay, let's move forward. That's why we was at this house. When they raised that rent to $800, I said, no, ma'am. Okay. I did reach out to Stephanie because I believe at that time, maybe she had communicated or hit me up on Facebook. I knew that she lived close to the airport. My uncle at the time worked at the airport. I'm like, that would be perfect because he would be right there and he wouldn't be far from where he needs to go. Okay, cool. I did that. I did go live with her. So if anything, well, no, because when I was here, y'all was talking about an apartment, some raggedy place, and that's not where I was. Now, if any raggedy place I was at, it was hers. I ain't gonna say there's no shade because that is shade. If any raggedy place I was at, it was hers. It was the raggediest place I've ever lived. And one of the biggest sacrifices I've ever made as far as my living situation and circumstance that I've ever made. But I was able to save up so much money. Living in the hood. When I say the hood, I'm going to save some of this descriptions and photos and pictures. And also I have other people that I can bring on. They've been more than willing. So we're going to see what move she makes. She already made the move to send Darius the picture that was from about a year and a half ago at my brother's wedding. You know, and again, I have lost a significant amount of weight. Okay, but we're going to move forward. Now, yes, I did. Now, during this time when I live with her, and I'm not even going to show her place now, because depending on what I'm going to wait, you know, you got to have a ram in the bush. I think somebody told me. We're going to say that for later. That place, I don't know if at any point was y'all talking about that place. Now that place was raggedy. I've never lived in a place like that in my life. Couldn't believe that she was living in that place. Now, I had been to her place, just say 5 years, 6 years before that or whatever. I never knew she was living like that, and I didn't go check and see. But I made a significant sacrifice, and I was able to save up probably like $30,000, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, I was probably able to save up at that time $30,000. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's move forward. Shout out to everybody that's coming on. Please go ahead and share the live if you can. Oh, well, not if you can, because you can. Share the live. Please support the channel if you can. Cash App is on the screen. Y'all know I love to hear something. Okay, let's continue. So yes, I did move with her. Now I'm gonna save the pictures of her house is the most disgusting place I've ever been. And I'm being honest, filthy. I have people that I can bring on that also live there. Okay. Now, am I appreciative that she allowed me and my uncle to stay there? Yes. Too much, and it's not even a brick home where you're living. Okay. Okay. Thank you, boo. That was that not this people wanted going on almost $3,000 for this house. I said no, ma'am. And like I said, thank you, Orange. Um, it was hell trying to get into another house, not because of the money. I had the money, but they wanted all of they're so strict now with what they want for you moving into a house. So let's move forward. So yes, I did. I am appreciative of her letting me stay there. Now I want to say this. Again, I told y'all, you see the car situation that I had with limited miles. And I didn't want to buy a car and be responsible for it and breaking down and all. At the time, I just didn't. Now I did. I have purchased a car now. So the Cadillac car you see is mine. For those of y'all who keeping up with everything. So listen. Yes, I'm appreciative of her allowing me to move into her home. Now, I just want to be very clear. Oh, yes, she definitely reached out to Darius, Bianca Renee TV. Yes, that's where Darius' post came from. And that's why we're doing this live tonight. So the post with the old pictures, year and a half ago, or whatever. Y'all know I've been on a weight loss journey and I've just shared over 120 pounds. I'm proud of that. And now it's going to be more intensified. I talked about Penny introduced me to something. I seen some people talking about that. But what did Penny introduce him to? None of their business right now. We'll talk about later. It ain't nothing crazy like y'all been talking about, like y'all crazy. So yes, Bianca, she reached out to Darius. Now, let me just say yes, she did. I'm appreciative that, I was able to live in her house and save up that amount of money. Now, do I have people in Atlanta and could I have lived at their houses? Yes, I could. I have family at that time that was living in Douglasville. I have family at that time that was living in not Cobb County, but maybe Paulding. But they were all on the outskirts. And my uncle would not have been able to get to work. Now, could I have taken him? I didn't want to be. I'm not taking nobody all the way to no work now for no long ways. I'm not going to be able to do it. I don't even want to be responsible for getting up every day to take him to the bus. Oh, but I did do that at some point. I did get up every day and take him to the bus stop or whatever. But that's different from taking you all the way 30 miles, coming back 30 miles, then got to pick you back up. I want him to do that. So logistically, if I'm being quite honest, her place was the best place for us to be during that time. Okay? But could I have did some alternative things? My family will never not allow me to have nowhere to go. Never. My mom doesn't live in Atlanta, but baby, I always got somewhere to go. Always. Aunties and all kind of things. So let's move forward. So that's why I moved there, because my uncle gets to get to work, because it was, that town was close to the airport. Now, during this time of living there, like I said, it was the living conditions, it was really something. And it escalated to be even more something. I'll get into that more as whatever the hell she's gonna do, because she's already doing a lot and the most, and we're gonna get into all of these things. We're moving right along. We're moving right along to say how it was from that house to her house to this house. We're moving right along in this process and how the lawsuit came about. So if you're coming in, honey, you may have to catch up, but just stick with it. Stick with it. We're moving right along. Now, after living there a while, I didn't like it. There were several things I didn't like about it. How she ran her house, the condition of the house, just so many things. And I'll get into that later because that's not the most important thing that I want to talk about tonight. Although, I mean, I can't even tell you, honey. Um, at some point, I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and leave. Now, I wanted to go ahead and leave. As I told her, we were there for some months. Some months. And again, I had money saved before I moved there. I don't know how much. I would have to go back and see. I had money saved before I moved there. Me moving into another house financially was not the issue. The issue was my credit. The issue was several things, not the money. Another thing, I did pay her rent initially when we moved there for both myself and my uncle. Well, he paid his part, I paid my part. Now, at some point, she said, well, you know, stop paying the rent and whatever. We're going to get to that too. But we were paying rent. Now, I kind of believe that she was on some kind of assistance all that time. Even when she was collecting the rent, she was pocketing it or doing whatever. But it didn't matter because it was cheap. It was cheap. It was what I needed. Okay. Now, when I made the decision to move, I thought that I was just going to be able to move because I was like, we're going to stay there some months and whatever. We're going to move. She needed to move with me. And the reason that she needed to move with me is because she was getting evicted out of that house. She was getting evicted out of that house. That house was not in her name. So she'll come and tell you, oh, you know, he's had houses in his mama's name and in somebody else's name. Yes, I have. I sure have, baby. Let me tell you one thing about me. I'm going to make a way. I'm going to make a way. I'm going to make a way. I don't give a damn who name. I don't give a damn who name it is. I bet you I'm going to pay it. But can I use your name? I'm going to make a way. So she was getting evicted out of that house. And although I already knew between the personality conflict and how she lived, she's also a hoarder. Let's be clear with that. She's a hoarder. And just really, honestly, straight out nasty. Straight out nasty. I mean, if it comes to it, I have pictures and all of that stuff from then, and I got pictures and stuff from when she moved in the next house. Videos, everything. Also, even something, I ain't gonna even get into. I got even something from another party that's saying, like, what's up with that room? I'm just leave it like that. Even something from another party, like, what's up with that room? The rest of your house is straight. What's up with that room? We'll get into it if we have to. But we're going to save some things for later, okay? A hoarder, filthy house. If you ask, were there, what do you want to call it? They used to call it back in the day, you had some friends at your house. Were there friends at her house that were not human? Yes. Were there friends? I don't know if it was a country thing. They used to say, you got some friends. I don't know if that's a country thing. I don't even know if nobody heard of that. Were there friends at the house that was not human? Yes. And I'm talking about a total sacrifice of everything to live in that house and to save the money that I saved. There were some friends, and then there were some bigger friends. There were some friends, and when the bigger friends was there, I said, "Oh no, ma'am." There were some bigger friends. So, okay, I'm thinking me and my uncle finna get the hell on. Finally find the house. Now, let me not skip this. So before we did that, she was getting evicted from that house. She lied about it. But there was somebody came and put papers on the door. There was stuff coming in the mail, all kind of stuff. Now, um, let me catch up with myself. Let me see. So she eventually said that she needed to move because, mind you, that house was not in her name. It was in one of her friends' name. Now she was getting the assistance program, and it wasn't in her name. All of that stuff, whatever. Now, when she said she needed to move with us, I already knew I didn't want that to happen. But honestly, I'm like, I guess I really can't deny her when she let me come live with her. I just was like, I guess I can't say no. She needed somewhere to go. Although I could have chose to go a different route, I did choose to go to her house again because this move right here to this house and a move to her house was all because my uncle he needed at that time to be self-sufficient. Oh, mind you, let me clear something up as well. Between then and now, my uncle went from working at full time to only working 3 days a week, 5 hours a day, where with his checks, he was barely covering his insurance and his MARTA card, and his medicine was over $100 a month. I had been supporting him for now. It's been over 2 years now. Then he went from working 3 days to he doesn't work at all. So when she says the contribution that somebody else makes, she doesn't know anything she's talking about. For the last couple of years, with him working 3 days, 5 hours, I've been supporting him. Then I still allowed the cable to be on, which I don't watch the cable. That was $100 a month. Should have had cut that off. I have been supporting him. Then he didn't have no job for the last how many ever months. Who's the one footing the money? Okay? And I'm not talking about that to talk about him. I'm talking about that because she makes these statements and she doesn't know what she's talking about. Okay, so let's move on. These things were done because he needs to get to work. Yes, I felt obligated, even though I didn't like her living, I didn't like her hoarding, I didn't like the conditions that she kept her house. I just felt like I can't refuse her because she did let me come over here. Okay, cool. Let's move on. To the next place. Let's move on to this house. Now, it was over $7,000 to move into this house. Now, I would say about $6,000 because there was a prorated. There was the first month. When you move into a house and you're renting it, you have to pay a first month, and you have to pay a deposit, and that equals the rent. Also, I moved in early, and so there was prorated. So I would say it was almost $7,000. No, wait, let me see. $6,000 to move into the house. Another $1,000 between the movers, because when I went to her house, I didn't take hardly anything. To her house. It was going to be very much so temporary. I had a storage with most of my shit, and I didn't take hardly anything. I didn't even take my bed to her house. I didn't take nothing to her house. It was going to be very temporary. First of all, I can't find the place that I want. I have the money. My credit wasn't where it needed to be. And I needed some time. I needed more time. And again, I could have went into, I was even considering at the time, like all kind of housing. But anyway, so the $6,000 to move into this house, and I say seven because that was the other $1,000 was my part. I paid movers, I tipped the movers. I also had like another van or something to get the stuff that I didn't want them to take because, like, people will break your shit or whatever. So $7,000 estimated to move. Not one dime did I get from her, period. Now I will tell you what you may or whoever may consider as a contribution. So I would say maybe, and I don't know an estimate, maybe 2 or 3 months, just say 4 months, right? Into discovering that she was going to have to come with us. She was like, well, just, don't worry about paying the rent. Just pay, just help pay the bills, right? Now, mind you, when I was paying the rent with my uncle, I believe she was pocketing that money anyway, but it wasn't none of my business. I didn't give a damn about it because it was cheap rent. So she said stop paying the rent. Now this was only, I don't know, maybe $600. I don't know if we were paying $300 a piece. I can't remember the exact numbers. I can go back to my cash app or whatever. But I think we were paying like $300 a piece or something. So $600 within the course of 4 months. What is that? $2,400. Now, I'm gonna say, okay, if I'm gonna say this, she didn't contribute anything. And again, to move to this house was the minimum, like $6,000. Now, I'm not including, when I say $6,000, I'm talking about to move in. I'm not including turning on the lights, turning on the heat, turning on any of those things. I'm also not including my moving expenses. So she was not paying any bill, paying that rent the whole time. So I would say $2,400. I don't know. That's just an estimate, roughly. So if that's contribution, if whatever, if somebody, whatever. But she didn't give a dime because that was and I wouldn't even say it was 4 months, honestly. I would say maybe 3 months. And I don't know exactly. So don't quote me on the amount. Maybe 3 months of the no rent or whatever. Don't quote me. I would have to go back and get the thing. And she'll come on and lie and say she knows when it was and she ain't went back and looked at nothing. So I don't know, just maybe $600, maybe it was $1,800, whatever. It was $6,000 to move into the house. She was supposed to give me some of that money back, never did give it back. And another thing, moved into the house, right? Now, if you want to divide, okay, I ain't gonna do that. I only charged her. Can somebody guess? I'm not even going to tell you the rent, how much the rent was. But can somebody guess how much money I charged her? Because it wasn't equal to a third of the rent. It was me, her, and my uncle. So it wasn't 5 people. It was 3 people. And again, around this time, shortly after, my uncle was only working 3 days a week, 5 days. I had to pretty much pay his portion. His money was only covering his medicine, his, whatever. Somebody's getting close. Can you guess how much? Renee is close. Can you guess how much money I charged her for rent? So for people like to say, oh, you're not a friend, you don't look out, you don't do this, you don't do that. You don't do this. No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Hey, Tawanda. Not quite yet. Oh, there we go. Anthony. Only charged her $600 for rent. Now, mind you, this house is 3 floors. You cannot see that there's a basement, a full basement under this house as well. Part of that basement is completed and part of it is still unfinished. So you can only imagine that she should have been paying more than $600 for rent. But she didn't pay anything to move in. We can factor in the $800. I mean, the $1,800 ish, and that's 18, 20, 24. I don't know the exact amount. We can factor that in, but it was $6,000 to move in, not including turning on lights, turning on this, turning on that, turning on this. Didn't never pay me nothing towards that. Was supposed to. Never did pay it. Never did pay it. Only charged her $600 a month. Now, mind you, she's on Social Security because she's like a, what do you call those people? Hypochondriac. So there's always something wrong. And you know, I mean, I hate to say it, but she's also addicted to pills. She's also addicted to pills. Now, this house, from the previous house, you know, the gap between her house for some months and then this house, I don't know what's the raggedy house I was supposed to be living in, because the houses that I lived in and I, you know, they haven't been raggedy. And so then Darius goes to post her lawsuit with the address on it. But then, are you going to go back and say about this so-called raggedy house that you've been saying I lived at with the blinds messed up all of this time? You ain't going to go back and say none of that, is you? Ain't no. You ain't going to go back and retract none of that. Anyway, let's move forward. Honey, this is a full transparent night tonight. And again, if you can support the channel, please do. If you can support the channel, please do. You know I love to hear something. She, you know how we was talking about Nandy going from place to place, getting the pills? Same thing with her. Honey, she'll go from the east side to the west side to the north side to the south side, getting the pills, honey. I guess it was sometimes that she tried, and I used to wonder. She'd be like, oh, I need to go to the hospital. Well, going through withdrawals is what I come to the conclusion. Going through withdrawals. Balled up in the car. Take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. Zooted up. Laying in that bed, zooted up. Because she'll come and tell you, oh, he was in that room drinking liquor, drinking it right now. But what you was in that book, you was in there zooted up. Cloud 79. Cloud 79, honey, with them pills. I don't know what kind of pills they was, but honey, they was up through there. Zombie walking, don't even know you're walking, mumbling in the sleep, standing at the door with the door open, about to fall through the door. I mean, yeah, we going. And the crazy thing about it, anyway, let's continue. So never did pay me any of the differential of the money to move in. Like I said, not including the money to move in, with the bills and get everything turned on. Not even including that. I only charged her $600. Now, where the problem started is, like, I already told she was a hoarder. So she thought that she was going to be able to now bring her hoarding here. And that is where you messed up. Now, you can hoard in your room. I didn't bother her about that room. Although, you should see that room now. You should see the video, the pictures. Oh, I have them. We're not going to do that tonight. We're going to do that tonight. You should see the old house where I suffered. But I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful. And I in exchange for that, I allowed her to not pay anything to move in and to pay only $600 a month. Now, mind you, at some point, my uncle, but was not working but 3 days a week. Now, she's only giving me $600, and then he can't pay shit down there. So who's paying the money? Let's continue. Now, she thought she was going to hoard here as well, but no, ma'am. Also, she would go and get, I'm not going to get into everything, but it began to be personality conflict. That's what I'm going to chalk it up to, personality conflict. So at some point, I'm like, this is not working, whatever. Now, she just ups and leaves. Now we're getting into the, if anybody, what Chef said, when you gonna get to the good part? Okay, now we finna get into it. At some point, she just ups and leaves. So let me bring up the receipts. Okay. Y'all following along? Now y'all know I love to hear something, honey. Baby, at this point, they said not the pill head. Honey, going through withdrawal, trying to get out the pills. The auntie got it on recording. I'm waiting. I got so much in store for this right here. I'm waiting on her. I'm waiting on her. I got so much in store for this right here. I'm waiting on her. I love to hear something, honey. We moving forward, honey. Y'all show some support. Hit that cash out, honey. If you can support the channel, please do. Let me hear something so we can continue, honey, because I ain't heard nothing. Oh, I know it'll be close to Christmas. Maybe everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm going to just say this because we're going to move forward. Ain't no pressure. If you can support the channel, please do. I know it's Christmas, honey. Everybody probably tapped out. So if you can't send that, don't worry about it. If you can, I love to hear something, honey, send something. So let's continue. She thought she was going to come and hoard here as well. And I allowed her to do that in her room, but she thought she was going to do that everywhere. So that was part of the problem, personality conflict. So then she just decides to up and leave. Now let's bring up the receipts, okay? Because this is where the lawsuit comes in at. We get into the good part. You know what? I need to make sure. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh, let me do something real quick. Because I just forgot about something. Let me do something real quick, champ. Let me see. That's cool. That's one. That's two. That's three. Let me do something real quick. We get into the good part. We get into the lawsuit right now. That was the backstory. We get into the lawsuit. Hey, Chin, how you doing, girl? Girl, you said stop watching the live if you... How you gonna keep saying stop watching the live if you don't like it, and then you over here at the live, child? I ain't never seen nothing like it. Let me see if I can crop this out. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Okay, I got that one out. Let me see about the next one. I think the next one, I think it was two of these, wasn't it? It was two of these. Where's the other one? I don't know dang old well there was two of these. 4, 5. Where's the sixth one? 6. Okay, let's just let's continue. All right, so now we're getting to the lawsuit. All right, so this is November of 2024. Now, I need y'all to keep up with the math as we're doing this. Keep up with the math. Ooh, I heard something. One thing about Angelia, she gonna come on through, baby. She said, we appreciate you. I love you. I love you, Bike. I love you, Bike. So November the 11th, 2024. Good morning. So this conversation was about a heating pad that I had borrowed of hers, and it stopped working, so I said I was going to replace it. Oh, there is something else I need to. Hold on one second. I know what it is. Hold on. I know exactly what it is. So that's one, that's two. Here we go. This is what it is. Let me. What the hell is that? Okay, edit. I remember what it was. So how can I don't know how I can. Oh, here we go. Okay, save. All right, cool. So here we go. So now, November 11th, 2024, got the dates on here. So she asked about the heating pad. And she said, were you able to send it? And we talked about that. Now, let me make sure. Let's see. All right. Now, she's saying you can send the heating pad. So she had already moved and was just gone. No explanation, no nothing. Someone he used to work with. No explanation, no nothing. She said, send the address here. I said, how much was it? Whatever. This is starting November the 11th. Just gone, right? That's number 2. The third one. That's number 3, right? And so here in December, right? Because I hadn't seen her all of that November. So December the 11th, and y'all keep up with these dates now. Keep up with these dates because I'm going to ask y'all a very important question towards the end of this because this is the lawsuit. December the 11th, she says, good evening. I haven't abandoned my stuff. My doctor has released me from my surgery. As soon as my doctor hasn't, as soon as he does, I will be there. I said, cool. So it's been all of November. Now we're in December. I said, hi. I'm having family in town from the 20th until the 29th. I said, anytime before or after that would be fine. Just let me know. I mean, very cordial, very demure. Now we got all of November. Now, don't you know it's a reason that December the 11th, she said she haven't abandoned her stuff because I haven't heard from her. Haven't heard from her. Haven't seen her. Tell me, have you seen her? Have you seen her? She said she haven't abandoned her stuff. Now, between December the 11th and she says, I'll let you know. She never did contact again. I said the only time I said it would be an inconvenience for me is from the 20th to the 29th. My family is always coming to my house for whatever reason. So they never did hear from her in December, the rest of December. January 1st, I reached out to her. I said, hey, everyone is gone. When can you come and get your stuff? Come on now, keep up with these dates. That's third. This is the 4th. Wait, that's the wrong one. Let me see, that's 4. When can you get your stuff? She says, she says, I'll let you know. I still can't drive. My family was coming to get it last week. Never did contact me, never did that. But he got hurt, so I'm trying to find somebody else. Now, let me see if this the next one was right. 4. Let me go here. January the 5th. Now, mind you, it's been November, December. Now, here we said January. She's talking about she don't know. She don't know. January the 5th, I says, good morning. I need you to get your stuff out by the end of this month. Now, I'm giving another 30 days. So, This whole idea of not being a good friend, not caring about nobody, right? We got November. We got December. We got, now I'm giving you all of January. Good morning, just January the 5th. I need them out by the end of this month. Let me know what date when you know. Can somebody see, after I gave her the additional 30 days, can somebody see the date when she decided to contact me back? In the gray. Can somebody see the damn date? November, December, January. Can somebody see the date when she decided to contact me back after I just told her I'm going to give you 30 more days? February the 24th. Now, you know February only got 28 days. So that damn near March. Okay? That damn near March. They said not February. That damn near March. So we talking about November. We talking about December. We talking about January. And we talking about February. That's 4 months. That's 4 months. And I'm going to ask y'all in a minute. Who you know that's going to let you keep their shit at your house for 4 months. Now, I know y'all seen all them text messages where I say, come get your shit. I know y'all seen all them text messages where I say, come get your shit. But she ain't going to tell this story. I know y'all see what I even in January say, baby, I need them out by the end of the month. I'm giving you a whole nother month. You decide that you're going to message me February the 24th. All right, let's get into it. February the 24th, good afternoon. I'm where I can walk. My family be coming to pick myself Tuesday, Wednesday. I said, hello. I said, your things are no longer here. Your things are no longer here, love. They're not. Where is my stuff? I said, I had to clean that room out. I asked you to come get your shit by the end of January. It's been since November. I have no idea what you have going on, nor have you shared. I hadn't heard from her. I told you that I was sick, and as soon as I get released, now mind you, the previous message, she said, hold on, let's go back to number 3. Okay, December, she said, as soon as the doctor, she'll let me know. January, she says she can't drive, but her family was supposed to come get it that January. And I showed you the next message, January the 5th. I said, well, I need you to get it by the end of this month. There you go. There you go, Toxinia. So, gave her another month. Now, can I almost want to ask this question right now. How many people do you know is going to allow somebody to keep their shit in their house for 4 months? We talking about January. We talking about November. We talking about December. We talking about January. We talking about February. February only had 28 days. That was the 24th when she hit me up. Bitch, you might well count the whole month. Got about 4 more days. How many people you know even going to say in January, you got 30 more days? So for 4 months, I'm supposed to what? How many people do you know? And even furthermore, would you let somebody keep their shit? Now, I'm not even going to get into right now. I needed her stuff out of that room. I needed it out of the room. I needed it out. Gave her plenty opportunity. Can somebody reasonably tell me that 4 months is not, what do you want to call it? I don't know. Is that not generous? That's the word I want to use. Are you telling me that 4 months is not generous? Are you telling me that? But if you were a real friend, you would have kept it forever. Not. You know, is 4 months not generous? And so nobody likes to talk about the truth. Nobody likes to talk. These are the receipts. Like, it's no fake receipts. I don't show fake receipts. But what I will say is use a fake life coach. Use a fake life coach. Them real life coaches would never. Are we to say that 4 months isn't more than generous to allow somebody to come and get their shit? You have gave her enough time. More than enough time. Way overdue. I mean, come on now. Can we be real? Hell, by law, 30 days. Miss Lily Coleman. I could have charged her for those 4 months of storage. I mean, like, come on now. And bro, I tell you, in January, we finna get into some more shit right now too. Right? We finna get into some more shit. Is 4 months not generous? That was way past time for her to get her shit. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, and if I wasn't a friend, or I ain't gonna even say a friend, because again, I don't know if I would have considered her my friend. We were associates. I needed to do what I needed to do while I needed to do it. I appreciate her for allowing me to do it. In return, I felt obligated to allow her to come. I made it more than reasonable for her to only charge us $600, even though I had to pay off my uncle's shit and the rest of her shit. I'm paying at this point. I'm supplementing every fucking body's income. Bitch, I am not the government. I am not the government. I'm supplementing everybody's income. Nobody wants to talk about that. Only charging her $600. My uncle couldn't pay shit because he was only working 3 days, 5 days a week. Now he doesn't work at all. Guess who has to make up that lack? But you know what? And here's the obligation with that. Here's the obligation. Here's the obligation that I have with that. Okay, yes, he's my uncle, right? But when his brother, my other uncle, and actually my favorite uncle, when his brother died on his deathbed, guess what he asked me? Guess what he asked me on his deathbed? Can anybody guess? About the obligation? Guess what he asked me on his deathbed? Lakeisha said, let's be clear. So now I pay all of his shit. He hasn't been working. And when he was working 5 hours a day, 3 days, that was damn shit for sure, Cynthia. Damn shit for sure. Damn shit for fucking sure. Damn shit for sure. Are you crazy? I heard something. One thing about it, y'all know Laconda's gonna come through, baby. With everything. I appreciate you, my boo. Thank you for the big cash. Big cash out, Laconda. She said, I love you. I love you back. So, and listen, I know I probably told Penny, and I make a joke about this sometimes with my family or whatever. I tell people to this day, I don't know. I don't want nobody to tell me no damn darn secrets. He also told me a secret. Oh my God. I don't want to be, I'm damn near, I'm traumatized. I don't want to be at nobody's deathbed. Get somebody else to do it. And I can laugh at a lot of things. Just man said, you're just amazing. I'm the same way. So he told me a secret that I have not told nobody to this day. That's one thing. And the thing that he asked me, which a lot of y'all have said, is, can I promise him I'm going to look out for his brother? Thank you, Miss Barbara Means. Thank you so much for the super sticker or super chat. I appreciate you, my love. Baby, I don't want to be at nobody's deathbed. I mean, of course, if my, main people, something happened to them, I'll be at their deathbed. Baby, don't give me, I don't want to, don't tell me no deathbed secrets. Don't make me make no deathbed promises because it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Okay? So while she's out here spreading these lies, for over 2 years, he only worked 5 hours a day, 3 days a week. Barely enough to cover his insurance that he was still paying. You know, insurance high as hell, like health insurance, right? The martyr card that came out of his check. And hold on one second, y'all. And also, the cable bill, which I should have been turned off, it was $115 for the longest. And then, honestly, when he stopped working at all, which been 6 months or something, maybe more. I don't have the dates, right? I said, bitch, I'm cutting it off. I don't watch that shit. So between those things, that was taking up the money. I had to pay that for the last 2 years. So she doesn't know what she's talking about. And you haven't talked to me for the last year and a half or 2 years. Why do you assume you know what's going on, but you don't care because you're a liar? And you don't have no problem with you being a liar. I have a problem with you being a liar, and I have a problem with liars. And it's and so you've joined your clan. You went right where you were supposed to go with the people who don't give a damn about lying. You went right where you were supposed to be. You went right there. Child. Um, take care of his brother. Take care of my brother. Yes, exactly, y'all. Exactly. And I mean, I kind of joke sometimes and say that's haunted me, but it's an obligation there. I mean, it was my favorite. It's my favorite uncle. And I never had nobody to make me promise them something on their deathbed or realize, what the end result of that could look like. And it ain't even the end. I'm just saying, like, what that could look like, long term. And the secret that I never told anybody. All right. So let's move forward. So I'm supplementing everybody's income. Supplementing everybody's income. He's not able to pay anything. I mean, I could bring out the calculations. He's not able to contribute barely anything. I'm also taking him to the bus stop. That's gas. I'm also taking him and going with him to his doctor's appointments. How many times have I told y'all he was in the hospital? All of these things. She's only paying $600. I'm supplementing everybody's income. Hey, what did Tyrese say? What more do you want from me? So I'm such this bad person, right? I'm such this bad person. But this is the life that I'm living that I don't complain about, that I hadn't told anybody about. And maybe here or there I may have said something about my uncle or whatever, but the details of it, I hadn't. She definitely didn't know Chin. So while she's acting like she know this stuff, like talking about everybody contributed, girl. And even if you would have counted $1,800, again, $6,000 to move in. Okay. All right. Shout out to it's one person who told me about this nasal stuff for allergies and sinus. I kind of realized I need to take that every day. I really do. Because it's so amazing. Like, literally, I can just really take deep breaths out of both of my nostrils right now. Okay, I digress. Let's get into what we're here for, not my breathing. Oh, it's amazing. Shout out to the person who told me about that nasal spray for sinus and allergies. Okay, let's continue. I said, baby, your things are no longer here. She says, where's my stuff? I said, baby, I had to clean out that room. And if it comes deep down into it, we can get into that too. I said, I asked you to move your stuff out of the energy. It's been since November. I have no idea what you have going on, nor have you shared. Remember, from January, when I gave her the last 30 days, she didn't respond on February 24th. This has been since November. She said, I texted you and told you I was sick, and as soon as the doctor released me, let me see where we are. 4, and let's go to 5. Oh, I just wanted to show, so that good morning, I just wanted to show a record, right? Good morning, I need them out by the end of this month. Delivered, right? Sent. Okay, let's check all of the marks, because you know the phones tell you every damn thing. All right? Let's keep on getting to it. That was the 5th, and then this is the 6th. All right. Now, she says, I text you and told you that I was sick, and as soon as the doctor released me, I would come and get my stuff. I told you that on January the 5th. Now, mind you, did y'all see this last text message? Let me go back to it. She said, I text you that and communicated with you again on January the 5th. On January the 5th. Now, I just showed y'all the last message. Well, I showed y'all it had been delivered and sent. And I also showed y'all. Now, did I receive a response from her from when I sent this on January the 5th? Somebody tell me in the chat. From January the 5th, did she respond? I'm in the blue. Did she respond to this on January the 5th? See, this is the problem. And mind you, even before this, some of our communication was verbal. So I don't have that. But can somebody tell me, did she respond on January the 5th the way she said she did? Exactly. It's almost March 5th. Can somebody tell me, did I get a response? Let me bring back up what she said now. She said, I text you and I told you this on January the 5th that I was still sick. Did I get a response from her on January the 5th? Can somebody please tell me? I put it back up here. This was January the 5th, and then this one when she responded. Did I get it? Y'all mighty quiet. Did I get a response back from her on January the 5th? Can somebody please tell me? I'm going to wait. Can somebody please tell me, did I get a response back from her January the 5th? I'm going to go to where I sent Amy some stuff. Oh, yeah, because I'm missing some messages. Let me go find them. Let me see what y'all say. Oh, shit. Where's the thing? I need to chat. I need to stay. Where is it? Is it this one? No. February the 24th. So she's telling me she told me that and responded on January the 5th. Now, y'all hang tight because I thought let me see who messaging me now. I thought that okay, y'all hang tight for a second. January the 5th. Keep all of these dates in mind. I'm telling you, I keep these dates in mind. Let me go here because there was something I need to get. Let me see. I need that one. But let me get in that order. Oh, let me get this one. Make sure. All right, so let's go here. It ain't gonna take me long. Let's go here. She said she responded January the 5th. She said, so where's my stuff? I said, honey, it's gone. I said, I threw stuff out. People got stuff. Like, it's gone. It's been since November. It's November, December, January, February. I said, I did not get any message from you on January the 5th. Now, I promise y'all, to my goodness gracious, has she responded and said, I need a little more time? Can you give me a little longer? Any type of communication. I honestly would have been cool with that. I would have made the adjustments that I needed to make for that. She didn't respond. Now, so first she said she responded. Y'all see this, right? I told you that on January the 5th, that I was still sick. There was no communication. Remember, I had to keep communicating with her to even have the communication. But I'm a bad person. So I sent her a screenshot from January the 5th showing that I didn't receive anything, right? From January the 5th to that February something. Let me get that back. Because I sent her a screenshot. Baby, I didn't get nothing from you from January the 5th. Nothing. Let me get this for you. Let me get it for you now. Let me get it for you now. All right. Let's get into it. So I sent her this screenshot. January the 5th, nothing. This is February when I showed she responded, and I sent her this screenshot. This blue encapsulation is a screenshot from my phone showing I got nothing from January the 5th before the end of February, almost March. She said, how can you keep, she's talking about her son's blanket. This is March now. So now we're entering March. Now we went back November, December, January, February. Now we're in March. Are we not at 5 months right now? Are we not at 5 months right now? And I really wish somebody could tell me how long do somebody, but hold on. Let me get to something here. Let me get to something. Because this gon' hold on. Let's get to it. So as we continue to have this conversation, and see, this is what they call the nail in the coffin. And this is what they call what lawsuit? This is what they call lawsuit where? We continue conversation. I said, I'm going to ask you this one time. Did you get my text message on January 5th? Because now I can't let this go. Because you're not telling me that you responded on January the 5th. And as I kept asking her this, she just ignored it. She just ignored it. Now, I don't know if y'all know about Sagittarius. I can't let it go. You're going to have to answer me. I said, I'm going to ask you this one time. Did you get my text message on January the 5th saying to move your stuff out by the end of the month? And when you answer, please put it on God. Now, to these days, I done learned that people will put stuff on God. They don't give a damn. So that's what she's saying. I just went back in my text and I saw that I promise you I didn't see it on January the 5th. Now, hold on now. Let me bring up the helly. Thank you, Barbara Means Boom. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Did she not? Now, are we keeping up with this shit right here? Did she not hear say previously that she told me and gave me an update on January the 5th? So previously, You told me you gave me an update on January the 5th. I would come and get my stuff. I told you on January the 5th that I was still sick. So you said you told me and gave me another update on January 5th. Now you say, let's go. Now you say, I just went back in my text and I saw that. I promise you, I didn't see your message on January the 5th. Now, which the fuck one is it? Which the fuck one is it? Did you respond to me and give me an update on January the 5th? I told you on January the 5th that I was still sick. I didn't see your message on January the 5th. See, you know, a liar will reveal themselves if you give them no time. I didn't see it on January the 5th. I would have responded, bitch. You said, yeah. And it gets even better. Bitch, case dismissed. I got so sick on the 2nd, I couldn't even walk and talk about the bathroom. John, you know what? I left my stuff and asked me to get a response to me. So she even tried to play in my face, honey. And who face you playing in, honey? Because you know. So she even, y'all. Hold on, let me show you now. Shit, let me get it. She even sent me. Let me see, let me get it. That's not it. Let me get it. Let me get it for you. Oh, there you go. Even to the point, y'all, where she sent me a screenshot of her text messages. I said, baby, case dismissed. Y'all tell me if the case dismissed or not in the end. I'm going to let y'all, you know how we did the verdict? But then, bitch, y'all tell me is the case dismissed in the end. First, she said she responded on January 5th. Then she said she didn't see it on January 5th. Now she sent me a screenshot that she indeed did receive the message, which I know she received because guess what cell phones do? Is this the one? Guess when that was delivered? I need them out by the end of this month. So, not that I needed her to send me this, but she sends me a screenshot. Guess what this is? Her picture of her message thread. Guess where this jumps from? January the 5th to what date? Guess where the messages jump from? So did she receive the last and final 30-day notice January the 5th? Can somebody tell me did she receive the last? Now, we ain't talking about November. We ain't talking about December. We ain't talking about them. We're talking about January. Did she receive the last notice? Baby, I'm going to give you 30 more days. Didn't respond. Didn't hear from her. When did I hear from her? This from her phone. Can y'all see it? Because I guess the iPhones, y'all green and gray, and we blue and gray. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in life. Sometimes. Honey. So, wait, why y'all am I delayed on getting y'all's messages, or everybody just trying to see, or what's going on? Do y'all see that she sent me a screenshot verifying that she did receive my message January the 5th? Previously, she said she responded. Then she went back and said she didn't get it. Now she confirming that she did. Case dismissed. Case dismissed. Dismissed since November. I know y'all cannot be this quiet. This driving me insane. Y'all, baby, is y'all still here? The hell? Oh, somebody said crazy. Good. I'm like, the hell y'all ain't saying shit. Y'all ain't saying nothing. What trying to do? She played too much. Exactly. All right. So, yes, she did. Thank you, Tammy Boo. So, received my messages, right? So, first she said she responded. Then she said she didn't get it. Then she said she got it. Now I'm finna ask y'all a question. Also, just real quick, and I don't know if this is needed. Let me see now. 5. Here we go. I'm gonna ask you this one time. Oh, y'all can't see this. Hold on. Now y'all know the phones tell you every fucking thing. Y'all know the phones tell you everything. I'm gonna ask you this one time. Did you get my text on January the 5th saying to move your stuff out by the end of the month? When you answer, please put it on God. Delivered 3-3. Sent 3-3. Read 3-3. All right. Now, let me just look through here and see. Let me just. I think no, that's pretty much the messages. Now, of course, I got way more messages or whatever. Now, can I ask y'all this? I really want to ask y'all, and even if it's a hater or, I mean, can you really be honest? Can you really be honest? November, December, January, February is not more than enough time to keep consistently, consecutively, and sometimes it was via phone call. I can only I can't play you the phone call because my name is not Lena, so I don't have the phone calls recorded, not personal, phone calls. Is there not more than enough time? And for me to actually finally give you a last 30 days, for you to say you responded, geeked up. For then you to say you didn't receive the message. It's not a charge. It's not a charge, boo. It's not a charge. It's a lawsuit. It's not a charge. And then for you to say you responded, then for you to say you never received the message, but you just coincidentally said that you responded to me on January the 5th. Then for you to not only say, but send a screenshot showing that you did, in fact, receive those text messages. Now, I'm going to put up a poll. Let me see if I remember how to do this. I'm going to put up a poll. And so tonight, because she's going to try to be on a tour, I'm sure she's going to be on a tour. And that's why I have other stuff in the back pockets, and it's going to get real deep if it needs to get. If it needs to get real deep, it's going to get real deep. But let me see if I know how to put up that poll. And we're I'm gonna open up the stream, y'all. Also, if y'all can support the live, please do. Thank you, Barbara Means, for. Hey, and listen, sometimes I like to see it on the screen, honey. Sometimes I like to see it on the screen. Can we get? Let me see. We're gonna set a small goal. We're gonna set a small goal. Honey, can we see it on the screen? Sometimes we just like to see it on the screen. We got a small goal. Now, even though YouTube take their piece, sometimes we just like to see it across the screen. So anybody could support the channel. I do prefer that you send a cash out. But if you want to see it across the screen, because right now I feel like I want to see it across the screen, support the channel. I just set a little small goal. How did I do that poll? I did it from this screen, but I don't see where it's at. Hold on, y'all. Let me see how I did that poll. How did I do that poll? Oh, here you go. Start a poll. Was adequate? Was there an adequate amount of time hope I spelled everything right. I just started a poll. Thank you, Suck Me Dry. Suck Me Dry. I just started a poll, and I'm gonna issue a stream. I mean, an issue, and I'm gonna put up a stream, y'all, for anybody who wants to come on. And the poll says, was there an adequate amount of time given for Stephanie to retrieve her items? Remember, November, December, January, February the 24th, which is almost the end of the month. There's only 28 days in February. Lioness says, I love you, boy. I love you, bite. Thank you so very much. Suck Me Dry. Thank you so very much. Miss Barbara, thank you so very much. And I believe Miss Barbara said another one. Let me go bite. Miss Barbara, thank you so very much. Sometimes you just want to see across the screen, honey. And I just said a little small. I just said a little small goal. I think it can be any amount, honey. Little small goal. Oh, but you have to send a super chat. If you don't send a super chat, it won't count. So it's just 2 super chats that's counting. Make sure you send a super chat. All right. We got 8 more super chats to go for our little goal. And of course, I prefer you send the cash up, honey, because YouTube takes, honey. They need to lower that percentage. And sometimes we do like to see across the screen in the little pretty colors. It's been a long time since I've seen a red. Honey, send that red to the hell with that. Send that red to that cash app. Anyway, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Everything is on the screen. The StreamYard is up if anybody wants to come on. And the poll is there. Is that an adequate amount of time? We only got 2 minutes. There's 67 people have voted. There's over 400 people still here. Suck me dry. Is that an adequate amount of time? November, December, January, February. I think Miss Barbara, let me see, is Miss Barbara. Oh no, it counted. Thank you so much, Miss Barbara, for the super chat. Make sure y'all are sending a super chat so it can count. Thank you so very much. That did count towards the goal. So we're 7 super chats away from our goal. Just a little small goal. 7 super chats. 7 super chats away from our goal. I do prefer the cash app, but sometimes we want to see it across the screen, honey. We want to see across the screen of all different colors. Karen Pierce, thank you so very much for the super chat, my love. You made number 4, so now we are 6 super chats away from our goal. Thank you so much, Miss Karen Pierce. One thing about Miss Karen, she's going to support. You tag her more time than I would have. Oh, I think it was Gabe. I think it's supposed to be Gabe. You gave her more time than I would have. I gave her more time than most people would have. And guess what? I gave her more time than she would have. I gave her more time than she would have. Because one thing about that household she ran in that ghetto, and I did live there. I did. I lived there for some months. Even if she was to let that shit stay in her house, they were going to steal it. When she was in there geeked up and she had all them drug dealers running through, selling drugs out the house. Baby, I was in the hood, baby. I sacrificed to stay the rest of that month. Barbara me showing out. Barbara showing out. Thank you so much for the super chat, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Miss Billy towards the goal Hanson. Thank you, Miss Billy. I appreciate y'all. So we are six in. We are six in. And we only have four more towards our goal. Just a little short goal we did. Just a little shorty. Hold on, am I frozen? Maybe that was the. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Oh no, that was not frozen. So we're just a little shorty away. Deetra Simmons Freshly, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. We are, baby. Thank you so very much. Stephanie Buckley. One thing about it, Deetra and Miss Stephanie Buckley gonna always support. Thank you, Deetra. Thank you, Stephanie B. I appreciate y'all so very much. I appreciate y'all. How many? I think we're just two away. We're just two super chats away. We just did a little quick little goal. Sometimes we like to see across the screen, honey. For the people that be so mad, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna honestly tell y'all. There are people who, and they'll pretend like, oh, I don't need the money. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't want that. But you literally have told me, I wish I can get that. Chin has said it several times. Stephanie has said it. Can I come on your live with you? No, ma'am. I do not need your help. I do not need your assistance. And so people become really mad and they become resentful. Y'all know when I say they hate to hear the cash out, no, like I mean literally. They hate to hear it. Go make up lies about it. Go make up lies. Oh, and there are lies to come because she's a liar as well. There are lies to come. Let's make no mistakes about it. Janice Turner, thank you so very much, my love. We are only one super chat away from our goal. One super chat. Thank you so very much. One super chat away from our goal. Oh shit! What the hell? Helly! Helly! Jaspin Angelia. My God, on today. First of all, thank everybody. Thank everybody who participated in the goal. And I think she sent the cash up as well. Y'all know everybody ain't broke. I keep telling y'all that. I don't know why y'all don't believe me. They like to claim everybody broke. And do I not say it's baby and the cash out? Baby, I don't know what to tell you. They be so mad. Oh, they be so mad about it. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Huge cash out. Love you, bro. From Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you, boo. I love you. Bite. Huge cash out from Michelle. Huge super chat from Angelia Hill. Honey, do I not tell y'all if you can't afford it? Hell, I caught myself in the middle of realizing it was right after Christmas. I was like, oh, shit. You know, maybe I understand, baby, because shit, Christmas take a toll on a lot of people. I only buy kid stuff for Christmas. I ain't buy no adult nothing, and that's just me. I'm not participating in that way, baby. It's not Santa Claus. Now I will still do it for the children because I'm not gonna take away the children stuff because when I was a child, you know, I'm not gonna take away the children, but I ain't getting an adult a damn thing for Christmas. Oh, and let me tell y'all something. I appreciate a couple of things. First of all, I appreciate y'all all together. I appreciate y'all sending me the kind messages about giving the money away and full transparency for Christmas. I appreciate y'all for that. Of course, we showed the spreadsheet and we gave all the money away. I also appreciate y'all for some of y'all shared on the live and some of y'all in my inbox. I had no idea that so many people either had weight loss surgery, because I never knew you was big, um, either had weight loss surgery or has struggled with weight loss to the point where, ooh, baby, they gonna be so damn mad. They hate to hear it. I'm telling y'all, they really hate to hear it. Susan M always supporting. She says, "Love you, darling. I love you too, Miss Susan." And listen, did I want to share my business? No, I didn't. Right? Um, when I say the worst place I've ever lived, I've never lived in a place like that. I've never. I just showed y'all where I moved from when they were talking about it, and I showed you. I just showed you. And listen, I'm not too good for anything until them species came. Until those species came, I'm too good for that now. Um, but I can humble myself and for the name of moving forward or for the name of sacrificing something and for the name of whatever, I can definitely do what I need to do. Um, so listen, the lawsuit was brought. She gave the lawsuit to Darius. That's a fact. She gave the pictures to Darius. That's a fact. I've not seen this lady in I don't know how long. And I'm just proud to say that I am continuously, and only thing that I feel like this is doing is propelling me to move forward more aggressively in the path that I've already been moving in. I saw some of that latest live. One thing, you can never call me ugly, never. Now, what I will say is, I do think that weight can obstruct some of your features. You can't sometimes you can't even see the face. All you see is fat in the face. I'll give you that. But baby, I've never been ugly. I've never been ugly. So if that's what you want to go with, life coach, go ahead on, honey, Miss Life Coach, honey, Miss Life Coach, honey. It ain't nothing like a life coach to do this, to do and say the things she see. Mm-mm. It ain't nothing like it, honey. But it's all documented, and I'm just gonna say it's all documented. Oh, and also I heard her say that nobody is going to fulfill the the threats that she and her wife made on people, that nobody is going to actually fulfill those things for me. Oh. But yet, in this, in another breath, Penny is so far up my ass. Now, how far up my ass is she? She ain't up it enough if she ain't gonna fulfill it, is she? We up each other's ass. I'm up hers too. Hello. Her ass is built like a hot pocket. She can never talk about just okay. Okay. I'm up hers too. We up each other's. The hell are you talking about? Baby, if you don't think I ain't gonna even get into that. Anyway, she all in her feelings, talking about she's responding. I guess she forgot she called you the F word though, of course. And that's why you responded to her. Well, one of the reasons, exactly, one of the reasons. And it was a lot of reasons. And again, she keeps talking about what has she done to me? She's done a lot. And one of the things that I told y'all she's done is she tried to have, even when her and I fell out and we were no longer talking, she behind the scenes tried to make people turn against me. And it backfired on her. That's one of the very beginning things. She does a lot of stuff, but she just, at this point, she ain't gonna never see what she did. She ain't gonna never admit what she did. She ain't gonna never say she did nothing. She's not. She's not capable. She's not capable of seeing herself in that way. And maybe one day she will. Now, just as I listen to her live, and see, I'm able to listen to something, and there were things that she said that I can agree with. I'm not getting into what those things are. There's things that she said that I can agree with, and I do believe, and nobody has to really, concur, but I do believe I have made adjustments in the way that I approach social media. Now, does that mean I won't get on here one day and cut you out? No, this does not mean that. Your character speaks for itself, hers not so much. Exactly. Miss Life Coach. See, the thing about it, when you put these titles on yourself, we expect, here's the thing. You're putting these titles on yourself, Life Coach, right? So people are expecting more from you, but you're giving them the same. You say you're not giving them the same. You say you can't stoop down. You stoop down all the time. And see, I don't have the titles. I'm just a boy, a man living in the world, figuring himself out. And I was emotional last night. And I was emotional last night. And I didn't give at the time, I didn't give a damn about it because it was just raw emotion. And I think that, first of all, the emotion came because I had FaceTime Penny, and me and Penny were emotional because, honestly speaking, that's the first time we FaceTime each other or whatever. And in addition to that, that live and me being emotional and me crying, it was not about sympathy. Wait a minute now, who said 150? What's about the 150? What's about the 150 now? It was not about me needing sympathy. I didn't need sympathy from anyone, and I wasn't seeking for sympathy from anyone. I was telling... Oh! Lena, you watching this, girl. Please send me my $30 for that damn book I ordered June of 2024. At this point, this is a form of stealing. I have my receipts ready to show, purchase, and all correspondence. Damn. You ain't the only one near, boo. You ain't the only one. Betty boo, Betty boo. You ain't the only one. Now she say, damn, I wasn't even ready for that one. I wasn't ready. Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. Me. All I heard was 2 super chats away. We'll catch the replay. Thank you, boo. We made it, but you made us meet it on top of meeting it. You made us meeting on top of meeting it. I appreciate you, boo. Wait a minute now. Let me go back to this real quick. Mimi, she's a little farther behind in the live. Yeah, that's stealing. Let me go back that. Let me go back to that right now. Nina, we know you watching. That ain't what it say. Please send me my $30 for that book I ordered. Not in June 2024. It about to be June 2026. Do you know in less than 6 months, it'll be June? I guess you could say 6 months. It'll be June 2026. At this point, this is a form of stealing. I have my receipts ready to show, purchase, and all correspondence. You ain't the only one, honey. You ain't the only one, Betty. Oh, my God, on today. Oh, shit. Darnell. Fake wig coach. Fake wig coach. I'm talking about the fakest thing I never seen. She don't take her title. She does not take her title seriously. Her title, she doesn't take it seriously. Her quote unquote profession, she doesn't take it seriously. And you know why? It ain't really doing nothing. She met like is doing something. It ain't doing nothing. She don't give a damn about it. It give me she just want that lady to think she doing something towards work and ain't doing a damn thing. That would it give me. That's what it give me. That's what it give me now. But anyway, met like you want to sit up there and met like you all of this and all of that and it's so professional. Oh, so professional. Oh my God, I'm so professional. Girl, I ain't never seen that like it. And honey, I ain't got time to explain. Y'all go catch them previous lives. I'm crying. Go catch the previous lives. All right, so listen. I'm about. Does anybody have any questions? Any concerns? Any questions? Any concerns? We've been pretty thorough tonight. Anybody wants to come on? I've already put the stream y'all 1,000 times. If anybody need to call a number, you better let me know because we better get out these bitch. Anybody got any questions? Penny, can you tell them to read my comment? What comment brought me? Let me scroll up. Let me scroll up to see what me and Barbara said. I don't see it. Did I scroll too fast? Let me scroll back down. Penny, can you let Darnell read my comment? Okay, let me scroll up slowly. Barbara means. Ooh, child, my eyes locking up. Let me see. Barbara. 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 Let me see. Barbara. I see. Hey, sis. I see that. What comment? Hey, Janice. What the hell? Hey, Billy. Barbara. See chat. Barbara. Now, me Barbara, and I scroll. Let me see. Put that ass out. Okay, is that the comment? What? Miss Barbara. I never did see it. They need suit right for their money. Exactly. No, she didn't send you your book. Oh no, it's a couple of people. It's a couple of people. I don't know what comment she's talking about. I'm not opposed to taking a quick trip to New York to go to small claims, but instead of you owing $30, it's going to be $3,000 for travel fees, court costs, and unnecessary stress. Child, you know, she's a police calling hoe, so go on right ahead. Thanks for being so open on that. Oh, you're welcome, something dry. You know, I mean, I feel like I had. Well, no, I ain't gonna say I didn't have no choice. First of all, yeah, I know I'm not finna come on here and lie. I could have not said anything, but you know, as I talk about everybody else stuff, shit, I said, well, you know, let me talk about my shit. Did you win the lawsuit? It's not completed. It's not finalized yet. Worried about Darnell and his size, and you owe motherfuckers money. Exactly. Please let him see my comment. Miss Barbara, what was your comment, my love? Because, you lost your sister? That's my sis. Miss Barbara, you lost your sister? Was that your comment? I see it now. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Barbara. What happened? Was that the comment she's talking about? I didn't see that previously, Miss Barbara. I'm just seeing it now. What happened? If you want to share, yes, our condolences. We didn't know you lost your sister. We're so sorry to hear that. And another thing I'll have to say, Penny said, I think I missed it too. Sorry, multitasking. She says, yes. We our condolences, Miss Barbara. We didn't see that comment. Something I don't know, something may have happened with it. Everybody's giving their condolences, Miss Barbara. We don't know. I don't know if you want to share what happened. But we're so sorry to hear that. I want to say another thing as far as what I do for people. Some stuff that I do for people, people have no idea. I don't talk about it. Now, if it's somebody asks me something and they want me to share it, yeah, you'll see that I made a contribution. But I've done stuff for people and you don't even know nothing about it. And you know where I get that from? My mama. You know where I get that from? My mama. My mama is not a person to do something and talk about you behind your back about it. So you don't know what I've done for anybody. You have no idea what I've done. And it's none of your business unless they were willing to share it. You don't have no idea. So to sit and say, thank Miss Barbara says, thank you. We are so sorry, Miss Barbara. I'm gonna inbox you between today and tomorrow and see if you need anything. Let us know if you need anything. Just being Angelia says, our condolences. You don't know what I've done for anybody. I've done stuff you would never know about, and I don't never talk about, and I'm never going to talk about. And if the person or the people want to talk about it, that's up to them. Hey, Lynn Boo.
Hey, Darnell. Hey, Nosy Neighbors. How are you guys?
We are good. How are you?
Good. I'm only going to be on for a quick second because I just took issue with one thing that Lena said is that we're not the nosy neighbors, we're the nosy hoes. And everybody over here is like over 70. It's like, no, boo-boo. Everybody over here is not over 70. Sorry. You know, there's a lot of young people over here.
And everybody ain't broke either.
Exactly. And I mean the nerve to say nosy hoes.
Yeah. And but was she just one? And still is. And still is.
And like Lakeisha said in the comment, she's looking rough. Lena's looking rough. Like she's going through it. Lena is looking rough. She is.
Yeah. It's definitely a different look. I was, somebody brought it to my attention. She was shaking. Like, she got a lot in her. So what do you notice she said she's gonna go clear her chakras, like let me get this energy out of me. Like you're fuming on the inside. Listen, the old picture that was posted of me, and even if it was current, I thank God that I am not where I used to be as far as how I would have felt about that 3 years ago. Let me tell you something. I know what I do on social media, and so pretty much I was able to take that, and I'm like, you know what? They got an old picture of me. I'm working on myself, and I sit and to, I guess, to prove to a couple of people or whatever, I took a picture today and sent it to a couple of people.
Sweet.
Just to I don't have to prove myself to everybody.
And a lot of people, I like big guys. I'm sorry, my husband was way bigger when I met him. He lost a lot of weight, but hey, I like a little DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I've never been ugly. So she went on her thing and called me all kinds of ugly. Baby,
was so foul.
I've never been ugly.
That was foul. That was foul and disrespectful. She was foul. It was just wrong.
It's her MO. It's her thing, right?
And,
her thing. But you know what? She can do all of this stuff that she does, Lynn. But God forbid somebody say something and do something that, you went too far, bitch. Did you go too far? Yes, you did. You went too far when you went over there and crossed that fucking line and went over there and on the other side of that lawsuit when you was the one who encouraged, promoted, Carmen, to do that lawsuit in the beginning was helping her with it, but you went too far when you did that. But that ain't too.
Wow.
It's so contradicting and hypocritical. And she's right about one thing. God is going to do what He's going to do, and guess what? She's included in that as well.
Amen. Amen. I was surprised to hear Vera's comment. When she read Vera's comment
Oh
about,
yeah, I heard, I saw it.
yeah, so it's just all weird. It's really, really weird. But
I heard it. Hey, Michelle.
yeah.
Oh,
But I just wanted to say that, Darnell. I'll jump back in the chat. Hi,
Okay,
Michelle.
boom.
Okay, love you guys. Talk to you
Love you
later.
too.
Bye.
yeah, that's me down there in the chat. Is Black Betty Boop.
Oh, that's Black Betty Boo. Okay, I was like, did Black Betty Boo ever come up? So, baby, first of all, you're not the only one who
I
she
just
did.
want to hold on one second, Darnell, before you get into it. Yeah, how the fuck is all his followers over 70? Bitch, you saw me on the cruise, bitch. I'm in my 40s. I'm 45, so make it make
And
sense.
look good.
Look good. So stop saying dumb shit. It was a lot of people of all ages that's nosy neighbors and Chef Carmen supporters. So and why take a shot at the elderly people anyway? Even if that is the case, why say that? What that mean anyway?
She took
What
a
actually?
shot at them, Michelle, and she also keeps taking a shot at Miss Perfection. If you heard the whole thing, she keeps.
I know I didn't see. I didn't watch it. After that whole live that she did, and she was you know gave that seeing like the things that she was saying about you, Penny, and that I just couldn't. I just went ahead and blocked it. I don't like that kind of stuff. I already knew she was full of crap, and it just don't make sense. But Lena, at this point, I just wanted to say, listen, I don't know what you got going on. I really don't give a shit. But I'm gonna need my $30 back. Back in September, I was willing to even accept the book.
Mm-hmm.
You created that fucking fake tracking number, but you created a label, but you never sent the book.
Mm.
Um, I've been trying to keep it cool, keep it, I want no problems. It's only $30, but at the end of the day, and I was talking to some people about this earlier. During the time when I purchased that book, I was so excited for her. I was excited for the book. I was sharing it with my family and friends. I was like sharing a link for them to buy the book. I posted it on my page. I had all good intentions, all good, genuine feelings about this. Like it was nothing, so for you to do this, because I don't know if you're upset with me because I'm not over there or because I spoke out against what I felt. I don't know what's going on. But girl, it don't even have to come to this. I just want my $30 because one way or another, I'm going to get it. I'm just not going to allow someone to, and I sent you several emails. That's the only reason why I'm on here now. I sent you several emails. I said I have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Apple Pay. That's why I paid you through Apple Pay. I have Zelle. I have all forms of payment. I even take a damn money order. You can send me a check too in the mail. I don't
Okay.
care. I want my money. Um, like I said, up until a month or two ago, I was still willing to. I was still tracking the shipment like a fucking idiot, looking for the book because I really wanted to read the book and see, especially after all of this came out. I wanted to read the book to try to make sense of what she was doing and what was she put in her book. I'm not trying to be smart, but I really wanted to read the book to
Mm-hmm.
see how it aligned with her online behavior because I was interested in seeing like how a person write a book on life and why we got here and what's the reason is a reason for this and purpose and pain. I wanted to read that a person who wrote that but online crashing out
Crashing
because
out.
people are not friends with you anymore. And it's not like no one wanted to take sides. When I spoke to lots of people, most people didn't want to take a side. You forced some people to take a side based off your behavior. When people were trying to tell you stuff or try to talk to you about the situation that was going on, you behaved nasty. And after what you said to Miss Billy, just because she said she's going to need a refund,
Mm-hmm.
that was the last straw for me. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. That's when I was like, you know what? Mm-mm, nope, 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 nope. But anyway, I just came up here to say that, and I also want to tell you keep your head up. Of course, people want to come for you. At the end of the day, you only got into this because you again saw what was going on. There were 10, 15 people going live every day, posting content about Chef and Tay, and you was like, you know what? Let me create some balance. Let me be the
Mm-hmm.
one to kind of come on the other side and try to defend. So you were only saying stuff to people for the things they were saying, and here she was over there doing the same things that you were doing. And then now, after and no one knew, I never even knew. I'm pretty close to a lot of people, Penny, and I talked to a lot of people. Even when I faded off, and I said that after I realized that she was phony, and I
Mm-hmm.
fell back off of everyone, I wasn't all the way gone because I still had connection to Penny and some others. So I was still around. I just wasn't like active in the lives and everything like that. I didn't have no clue what was going on, and I was still watching her too here and there. Until she started talking about, oh yeah, like subliminals. I'm like, wait, something's going on. But I'm not the type of person that's going to go sleep around, ask questions, see what's going on. I did talk to one other nosy neighbor, and I said something to her, and I was like, yeah, I think something is going on, but I'm not sure because I heard a coach say something. But
Mm-hmm.
you, I got on your live, the couple lives that you had did after that, and you hadn't mentioned that, and I was like, well, I was not saying anything, so maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
So
and I didn't
go
say
ahead.
anything, and there were people asking me privately, and some, and we, one of the people that y'all referenced, they were asking me stuff privately, and I never told them anything. So they should, if they were woman enough, they would be able to recognize the difference between them going over there with her and her saying whatever she done said, and them trying to get information out of me about it, and I never said anything, but it's just the shit that happens, and the people who are gonna be the people.
You definitely didn't say anything because I came on and listened, and I had to go back a few different lives because I had missed a lot of lives. So I was like, maybe I missed something. So I had to go back and listen to lives to see if I missed anything. And I was like, no, he haven't said anything. So she don't understand that she was kind of dropping hints and subliminals. And when she went on there and said she's not a part of the A team, that told us that it was tension. Otherwise, we wouldn't know any different. Yeah, people would have speculated because they didn't see her over there and wasn't enough to mention. Yeah, people would have did that. But I'm the kind of person like when if stuff is not working out within a friendship or within a relationship or anything, I feel like you should just quietly move on. It's no need to make any announcement. Just go.
It
Just
was no
go.
need. It was
There's
no
no
need.
need.
But you know
No
what?
need to make
She doesn't
announcements.
think it was any. She don't think she did nothing wrong. Like I have to clear my conscience, and I have to. You know, I did
No,
more.
you want it
Huh,
being messy.
let me say it real quick. You know, I did more shit that you could be clearing your conscience about. What about some of the shit you did towards Ari that ain't nobody even spoke about? What about some of that shit that you did towards Ari because she was one of the number one people who you couldn't stand? Like you actually said you hated
Oh yeah,
her.
I spoke to her on the cruise about that. She said something else, and it's listen, even with the most evil person or whatever they're doing, it's some things that I can never wish on people. I'm not one of those people that believe everything that bad that happens to people necessary karma. So like I mean, I could say a lot right now, but at the end of the day, I'm here to just, show my unwavering support for you, Penny, for Carmen, Tay, and it would have even been her if she wasn't over there doing what she was doing, and then going um against. I mean, okay, yeah, you fell out with the people, and I get it, you don't like her now, but going to the ops, yeah, no, you everything I thought you were, and
And
I'm only upset that I didn't trust my penny boo enough to think that if I would have came to her and told her something not right about this lady, that she would have believed me. Because during that time, I really and truly believe that if I would have said, listen, Penny, I mean, I might try to be funny. I know that's your homie, but something not right with her. I don't know what it is, but y'all need to watch out for her ass. I thought that Penny would curse my ass the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie. That's why she was
I mean, yeah. But it was a lot of that stuff going on behind the scenes, like stuff between everybody that nobody knew about. So it's not like none of that, some of that stuff wasn't happening. I heard some. something. Miss Gail in the building. Hey, Miss Gail with the big cash out. She said, "Honey, the truth, and nothing but the truth." I know. I'm glad you know. So, Michelle, a lot of that stuff was happening. There was so many exchanges back and forth, and nobody ever said anything or revealed of anything except her. Except her. And not only did she do it publicly when she said, "Oh, I'm no longer a part of this," and she tries to paint a pretty picture. I spoke highly of you, you know, try to act like she never did it. Then behind the scenes, telling one, two, three, whoever, how many ever people knows the shit.
I know.
Nicole
Watching
Love,
her look at people,
Nicole Love still ain't nowhere to be found.
watching her get people the Grizzly on that cruise just disgusted me because I'm like, wait, this not adding up to the lady that's like, oh, Smiley, I'm so positive and my energy is so clear. And even when I get down to the gutter, I cleanse my energy immediately. I don't stay there. The issue is you
Exactly.
people stay there, and I'm just like, no, that's where you live, baby. You just fight against it. And that, don't get me wrong, I understand that. I also battle with the good and the bad side of me, like the bad side of me want to go do some things to some people, but the good side and common sense, like no. So we all got things and demons and things we battle with, but just be honest. Don't come and pretend that you don't curse, you don't drink, you don't do this, you
Yeah.
got real hair, you got all these things, and then you turn out and then you want to say that you exposed to someone else because that's who but you got to clear up your own shit. Sometimes we just gotta look in the mirror at ourselves and be honest, and to go over there with the ops. That's one thing that I didn't think that she would ever do, but I did. I'm not gonna hold you. I did suspect that she had fake pages, and I was wondering if she was. Yeah, I don't know. I was just my discernment that was like something is not right. That's why I couldn't hire her as a life coach. Not only that, I didn't think that her service and fees would have been worth $3,000 or $4,000 either. So that we have that there too. So
A city slicker, a New York slicker, master manipulator. But like I said, one thing she did say correctly is, honey, God gonna do what God gonna do. He gonna spin the block, and I hope she knows she's ain't exempt for that. So if it ain't came, it's coming.
Lily Coleman, very dark spirit. Very dark spirit. You can't hide it. You can't hide a dark spirit. I don't care how much giggle and hee and stupid laughs and whatever you do and try to do whatever and talk about chakras and stuff like that. And then I'm telling you, she did have me too for a minute. She had me. She had me. She had me, man. And
Let
I
me
was
let me be a demon from 1 to 3, and now let me go clear my chakras so I can be an angel again, girl. That is not how it works. And you know how that's not how it works? Because forgiveness and also forgiveness and a true change is not a transactional effort, right? It's not, let me do this at 1 o'clock every day. And by 2:30, I'm gonna
right.
I'm just trying to clear it all up. And at 1 o'clock, I'm gonna do it again.
Just don't do it. If you living with high standards, you just won't do it in the first beginning. And I remember her being mad at you because I was over there with her during that time. Not over there with her, but you know what I mean. When you let Nikki everything Ari over here, and she was mad. I was over there with her, soothing her because I knew she was mad about saying that she not gonna change and she just whatever.
Oh,
She just
yep.
trying to get herself
Mm-hmm.
out of
Yep.
that. That
Mm-hmm.
whole thing. There's just a lot of different things that happen. So for you to be mad because somebody was supporting, um, not even supporting, gets extending grace to this lady, um,
Mm-hmm.
and now you over there talking about congratulations on the book. I just don't do phone
Exactly.
things to
Not only
babies like that.
congratulations with the book, Michelle, secretly behind the scenes talking to her privately, having private conversations. Oh, you should have told me you was about. I could have gave you some money to help you. Cause Lonnie could have gave the money. She ain't got no
You
damn
think that she
bitch.
was an
And
op the
another
whole
thing,
time?
you don't have no money. Lonnie got the money. You's a broke bitch. Let's be clear.
Well, Lonnie, if you watching this, can you please send me my $30? My cash app is
And she. Oh, go
no,
ahead. I'm sorry. Go
no,
ahead.
no, no. My cash app is Michelle Okapara. Um, y'all got my number, and you can
Can
do
I
the
put it in the
Venmo.
chat?
Yeah, put my information so you can't send. So this is
MICHELLE.
OKPARA.
There you go. Dollar
Now
sign
I got
Michelle
you blocked. I
Okara.
do. I do got you blocked, but I did send you emails and I asked you and told you where to send it. So now I know that you're watching this, your wife watching this, one of your cronies, somebody's watching this. Just please send me my $30. I don't want any more, and I won't even never speak on you again. I won't. I don't have no reason to. Just send me my $30 and we're all good.
I mean, somebody said in the chat that's stealing, honey. Fraud, scamming. What I was gonna say, master manipulator. You know, she was able to get Lonnie, you know, to come in and manipulate her because see, throughout the conversations, Lonnie can have an opinion, and then she'll try to readjust her opinion, right? Master manipulation, and it's so sad. You know, Lonnie. I know, Lonnie. You want to talk about the things you want to talk about, the things that you feel are important to you. You want to talk about. Remember how you wanted to communicate with me, and she was like, "No, that's my friend. You can't talk to him." Remember that? Remember those conversations every time, you know? And so, Lonnie, deep back in the back of your mind, you know who you're dealing with. Now, listen, I know you stuck with her. I know you are. But she's a master manipulator and she done got you. She done got you. She done got you. And at this point, you probably should stick with it because I I don't know what you would do without it. You know.
I don't agree with Lonnie coming on and threatening and saying the things that some of the things she said, but I ain't gonna hold you. During on the cruise, Lonnie is a whole vibe. I
No,
actually
I
really
love
really like
Lonnie.
it. So it's
Lonnie's
sad
cool.
that she caught up over there with that. Like I just feel like you said, she's caught up there because Lonnie really is. I
Yeah.
could see her. I see you,
Mhm.
Lonnie. I know you're a good person. I know you're just. I mean, you're gonna have to be loyal to your wife. So I'm
She's
not.
kind of. I mean, she's supporting her wife, which I guess at the end of the day you have to, whatever. But I think in her heart, she knows her wife is full of shit and been doing shit that's full of shit. She knows that. I know she knows that. And I think there's some things that she don't know what all her wife has done because mind you, a lot of the time she would sneak into her office and whisper, "Oh y'all, I'm sneaking in here because I can't let Lonnie know I'm doing this or saying this or I'm watching this." So it's a lot of shit she does behind her back. A lot of shit she does behind her back. But deep down, and especially Lonnie being a Sagittarius, I know she has to know the real nature of who she's dealing with. And I don't, listen, I don't, she's a woman, I'm a guy. I don't know the balance of that. Like I wouldn't be able to get with the balance of that. Um, because it's fake and phony. And when I say master manipulating, like Lonnie can have an opinion and she's gonna try to shift her opinion
And try to,
to
yeah.
to
Mhm.
make her think differently. When Lonnie, I'm here to let you know you're valid in your opinion. You're valid in your first thought. You're valid in what you said the first time. And I know you know that she tries to do this. I know that's your wife, but I know you know the truth deep down on the inside. And I do think that Lonnie's a cool person, a good person. I think she's forced to defend her wife. The things that she said, I think now, you know, um, I just think that she's doing what the tough guy, girl, lady, man, what I guess she's expected to do. And mind you, let me say this: there's been many times where Lena has tried to shame her into not being as tough as Lena wants her to be. I don't know if anybody caught that. Why your voice so soft? Why you said this? Why you did that? Mm-mm. Why you did this, said this? Why you did that? Why your name this? Why you did this? Trying to shame her into being more masculine or butch than she may show up sometimes. So I caught all of that too. Lonnie, I know you caught it. I know you catch. You got to. But you know what? People do what they do. They live the life they want to live, and they tolerate the things they
But
tolerate.
didn't the mother-in-law didn't like her or something like that?
Say
Like
that again.
the mother-in-law saw something in her,
No,
like,
she didn't like her. She still probably don't. She definitely didn't like her. You know. Um, and the grandson gonna be the one that grew up and get her together. hmm Especially if she don't change. Just a natural born liar. Like a natural born liar. Police calling asshole. You know, all of those things. But time will tell all of the stories. That's what time gonna do, honey. And
mm,
you can think what you're gonna think. You can believe what you're gonna believe. But baby, time will tell the story. And as my mama would say, I can show you better than I can tell you, or we can.
yep. And
hmm
like you said, somebody over there is not even, it's going to be somebody around her that's going to wake up and look at her and be like, nah, bitch, enough is enough. I'm not going to be at the fraud with you anymore and act like and pretend. But do y'all remember her
I
talking
don't.
about
I don't
not
think
to be a
Lonnie.
woman?
Just real quick, I don't think Lonnie's gonna be strong enough to do that. So I don't know who that's gonna be. I don't
Yeah,
think
because then she going
Lonnie.
to get
I
out of
don't.
our house and
I
stuff.
don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. I think that she's already kind of suckered her into a spot. I don't think Lonnie's gonna be strong enough to do that. But what you was gonna say about somebody? I'm sorry. I just want to put
No,
that
I was
in.
like, I remember she did a live, and I think I mentioned this before, and she was telling us like, yeah, you're not supposed to, because she was talking about the chakras and energy and all these things that connected to the sun and eating fruit in the sun and all these things. And she was saying that you wasn't supposed to put wigs and weaves in your hair. So imagine my surprise when that damn wind blew back and those tracks show. That's the most like you can't come and anyway. Let me go back on mute.
Hypocritical hypocrite. That's what it is, honey. Hypocritical hypocrite. You can't take folks' money and not give them their products. Folks don't understand whatever seed you put in the ground, that's the harvest you're going to reap. It comes quick in the season. Now I ain't gonna now listen, we were full transparent. I got two people that I need to send them their shit right now. I need to do it this weekend for real. Wait a minute, is it the weekend already? It is the weekend. I got two people I need to send them their shit right now for real. And I've been needing to send them last and oh, I need to give them a
Yeah,
refund.
I purchased that book June 2024.
It
And
definitely
she
been
was pre-order for 90 days. The book was supposed to arrive, I think, by no later than next September or something like that. Never got the book last year. Didn't think much of it. I was just like, okay, maybe she's still getting it together. It's still, in the works. I don't know. And then all this happened and all this stuff happened. And then I'm just like, wait, yeah, where's the book? When people mentioned the book again, I was like, yeah, where's my fucking book? But
hmm
then I started thinking, like, damn, did I purchase a book? I was questioning myself. I had to go back and email.
it's gonna be 2 years here soon.
I, I was like, wait, maybe I thought I purchased a book or had intentions on purchasing it, but actually didn't. And then I had to go find my receipt in the email, and I was like, yeah, you purchased a book. Um, and she did send me an email that I hadn't seen, that I didn't see back in September, and said, "How do you want your form of payment? But you should just return it to the same way I sent it." But when I did see it, I said I gave her the different list of things, transactions, and she never replied. By that time, I figured she was pissed, but because I'm over here and whatever else the case may be. I just want to say, Lena, I understand, girl, that you mad about whatever, but one thing don't have nothing to do with another. Money and business and personal is different. Separate the two, baby, and still send me my book, and you can be mad all the fuck you want. All right. So business wise, I just want my money. back a month ago, I still wanted the book because I wanted to see what you had to say. But I don't give a damn about what you had to say.
Oh, I was just
Send
gonna
me
say,
my
I want to
30.
be clear. You want the book or you want the money? Which you
I
prefer?
want the money. I want the money. I want the
Refund
money.
that money on.
I want the money, and it's nothing. Like I said, this is not personal. This is business. The personal shit already discussed. Business. Send me my $30. I paid for that. And you always talk about energy and vibes and stuff like that, I need you to know, girl. I had good intentions. I was so proud of you. I was happy that you had launched your book. I was super excited to support your book. I wanted to read it. I was telling my cousins and all of them, some of the ones that you met on the cruise, to buy your book too. I don't even know. I got to check with my cousin to see if she bought the book. But she probably forgot, bought it too and forgot. But anyway, I had good intentions. I had good energy. Don't you like that word? I had good energy when I purchased that with the $30 that my husband and I work hard for. So please just send me the $30 back. Lonnie, you can send it back too if you listening, girl. Somebody send it. Shit.
Somebody send it, honey. Please send it. Mhm.
If anybody has any advice on what I can do, I mean, I already know some of the things I can do. Um, it's a shame because of the form of payment I sent. I basically did a Apple Pay because that was one of the form of payments that she had listed to pay, and there's a battle trying to dispute the transaction with that. I think she knows that, and that's one of the reasons why she's sitting cute, thinking, "Oh, I ain't," because
Well, I think
why?
that
Oh,
my suggestion is to continue to be vocal about it until she sends you your money back. Um, like, don't if, that's my suggestion. And if I can remember to maybe clip it or to come back and replay it or whatever, um, and send me the receipt so I can join it together, I'll try to remember
oh yeah,
to
I
say it.
got all the receipts. I got
Yeah,
the receipt. I
that
put it in a folder. I got screenshots of all the transaction of all the correspondence. Like I said, when she emailed me, when I emailed her, I have all of that. When my purchase receipt, I have all that. I just think that at this point she just kind of trying to be smart about it. Because I know that she saw the emails when I said you can send it via Apple Pay, Cash App, and all that. She saw that. It's a shame that I have to get on your StreamYard to ask her for my $30. I had to come up
but
here.
yet but yet when I say she's scamming, she wants to say that I'm lying. Well, what is this? What do you consider it? What do you
Well, what is
consider it?
this? And ain't nobody asking me to say that. Like, no one is setting me. Like, I'm not like, oh,
And
let me
you're
come up
not the
here.
only one, Michelle.
But I'm going to send you the receipts and the emails after I get off here. But hopefully, I'll be telling you tomorrow. Oh, she sent it, but if she don't. That's fine because I'm gonna continue to pursue her until I get my $30 back. Yes, I do have her blocked. I did block her because while I don't want to see you on my timeline, you over there with the ops. I can't stand slimy shit. I don't like a snake. I don't like a person that presents themselves to be a good-hearted, honest person that don't like all the shit you talked about the ops, and then you are op yourself. Nah,
Yeah,
no,
and
nope.
just totally switched up, like everything is okay. Oh, I just switched
No,
up.
she was already an op to begin with. That's my theory. She had to be already like that. She had to already not like the people that she was rocking with. So she just was waiting. Mm-mm. I'm glad that I ain't hired her. I ain't tell her all my damn business. She would have been trying to throw me under the bus, and she probably still come on here. I don't care what you say. Anything that you think you can say, I'm good. Trust me.
She definitely
Because I,
don't tell everybody's business.
but she come trying to talk shit because I just want my $30 for the book. I'm fine with that. But just remember, if you come trying to talk shit about me, I have a message that you sent me back September, October, telling me it was even though the cruise was 2 years ago. You waited
Mhm.
2 years to tell me. Oh, it was nice meeting you on a cruise. You're such a beautiful soul. After all this blew up, that's what you decided to tell me 2 years later when all of the mess is out there. Because you was
Oh
trying to
yeah,
what, recruit me
because
over?
yeah, she was trying to
Mm.
recruit you. I'm glad you just said that. And see, the people who she recruited, they don't even know, honey. They so lost.
I know she got one of my good girlfriends. That was one of my good girlfriends that over there, but I ain't say nothing.
She went
I ain't
on
say
a
nothing to
camp.
her.
She went on
Hey,
a campaign personally and individually. Oh, I'm gonna call you, girl. Oh, girl, let me call you, girl. Oh, girl, let me call. Let me suck me dry. So she can do that. She did it, and some of the people, what they don't even know. They don't even know she did it. Like they just lost. Like they think like yeah, whatever they think. Honey, I'm not finna. I'm not gonna. I'm not finna suck you dry. If when I suck, I want to suck for real. I want to suck through the air, through the phone.
somebody
Um,
said somebody said the best better is these. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm really not. But is the businesses that she have legitimate? Like, is it like can do she have like a EI? What is it?
yeah, and
EI?
I think yeah, I think so. But I know one of them looked like it's lapsed or whatever. I don't know. I have to go back and
I
see.
just feel like they have to go through the things that I would have to go through in order to get $30 back is going to cost her way too much money. Hits her
I would
way too
say
much
more
money.
so a review where I would say more so of a review where people can actually see it pertaining to what she's selling or doing. That's what I would say. If there's a
Let me
review,
see, because I'm on my other device. I might be able to send you these receipts right now.
Miss Barbara, I got you. I'll sing you a
I
song.
know you've been on for a while, but I'll send you receipts. I don't want to take up more time with that. But thank you for having me. I'm gonna send you that. Like I said, hopefully, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna send you anything. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and give her to tomorrow to,
Mhm.
and it's not like an ultimatum or anything
Oh
like
yeah,
that. Girl, you owe me
give
the
it to
money.
tomorrow. Maybe she'll
You,
maybe
you
she'll
owe
have
me the
a heart.
money. I purchased the book. You never sent the book. I gave you more than enough time. I never harassed you about the book. I never asked you anything like that. I never see anything. You created a tracking number and sent it to me. And then I'm tracking the damn tracking number and it's just say label created and nothing else.
And I got a question. What's the point of getting off a live you did so negative, saying you're gonna go clear your shockers, and getting back on my live for the shockers to be back out of line? Girl, if you don't get your ass somewhere and sit the fuck down with your fake ass, I just thought about that. I just thought about how that would work.
You cleaned your chakras and now you back mad again. She
And
fuming
now you
somewhere.
back mad again on the live right now.
She's
Between
grinding her
something I
fucking teeth.
said, or
The
something
teeth is
somebody
grinding.
said,
I'm
or something
telling you.
Michelle said. Baby,
Yup.
what was the point of clearing them chakra between
She
that
got to clean it
live and
again.
this live? Bitch, you gotta clean it again. Bitch, you gonna be up all night.
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a tough girl. I'm North Philly all day, but at the end of the day, I am a sweet, sensitive girl. I was crying earlier about all this. Like I was crying yesterday because I'm like one of those people that like I was telling Penny earlier that my favorite meme is I'm sensitive, not soft. I will slap, I'll be crying and slap you at the same time. Not say I will slap
Okay.
anyone, but it's just the fact that this didn't have to come to this. Even though I did see the fake in her, I would never expose. I had no reason to speak out on this lady or anything like that until she started doing the stuff she's doing, and then going on Darius Live and all that. Like, yo, that's crazy. If he was talking about him, like, and then how you gonna be cool with somebody you talked about? How y'all gonna bond over like the
But
enemy? What's
that's
that?
how
What they
they
say?
do.
What they saying? A friend of my enemy is my enemy too. Like that's crazy as shit. Like
That's
that's
how they do.
insane.
That's how they
That's
do.
insane.
That's how they
So I
do.
was like, damn, why would you do that? When they
But yeah,
told me
don't cry. I mean, don't well,
no,
you
because
can't
they told me that with Apple because Apple Cash, I didn't realize that when you pay through Apple Pay and you use your Apple Cash, it's through which I cuss Apple out. I'm like, why would y'all be using because when I finally got a number for them, and it was like we only deal with subscription through Apple. If you paid something and you purchased something through Apple Cash, that you gotta call Green Dot. And I was like, Green Dot ain't that like a rinky dink, whatever? Why y'all bank with them through your for your cash app? I mean your Apple Cash. So I called them, I sent them the receipts and stuff, and they was like, you should just contact the merchant and see. And I was like, I already did that. So like I said, mm, like I don't care if it's $3. I want my money back. And just to put a record, I don't know what those messy Capricorns over there doing. I am a Capricorn, but I'm not the messy type. I don't go and do the fuck shit. But as a Capricorn, I don't pay my money.
Okay.
So if $30 gonna turn into 3,000, somebody gonna have to eat that, and it sure ain't gonna be me.
Sandra said, meanwhile, Derek's relationship didn't make it into 2026. My God. That didn't
There
take
is
long. That didn't take long. So, I'm going to say this. We're going to get into that. I just had to break down one thing at a time. So I got to. Oh, we definitely got to. We definitely get into that. The snot and the relationship 2026. So basically, said all but to say the man got a little peen. Bas, you might want have said it. Basically said all but to say the man got a little peen or a wet stroke or the both of them between the two. It ain't no big peen. Can't be. Now, why would you get
That's what he
online yes,
said.
honey. Oh
Well,
no,
how
let
big
me
of
tell
it?
you. He didn't say that verbatim. What he said, Michelle. Let me tell you what he said now. He said, let me tell you what he said now. Hold on. Let me get it. He said that he has to break up with the boy because the sex ain't good. And somebody said he said it's a 0 out of 10. And the sex ain't good and he can't get over it. Now what that mean?
So you mad at somebody exposing who this person is, but you over there telling his personal sexual business, and who
Exactly.
cares? How big of a peen do you need for your? Damn,
Now
that
it's
must
a
be.
combination of the two, either the small peen or the stroke ain't good, or the boy is a bottom, and then he thought Darius might have been the top, but Darius the bottom, and that boy probably don't want that hair pussy. I don't know, but to come online and so much you love the boy. First of
Something
all,
wrong with you, Darnell.
I mean, he
He
probably
looked
don't.
at it and said, "No, I ain't gonna be able to do it."
They ain't gonna be able to do it, and then that's what the common denominator. They're not able to do it. So we'll circle back on that. Y'all but just tonight we had to do one subject. This was a pretty big subject. And I told a lot of my business. But you know what? I told everybody business. So this came to the light and I just had to tell my business. Um but yes, we definitely gonna get back to the small peen. We gonna get back to that now. Or the bottom. Or the combination of the two. We gonna get back to that now. You best believe. Hmm. He didn't have to tell nothing about that
How
man.
old is this nigga? 40 something years old on his platform, telling his followers,
That man can't please him sexually.
"Yeah, that's a mess,
And
baby.
that he
You a different
and
type of
that
Capricorn."
and that he would be perfect, that he is perfect outside of the fact that he can't please him sexually. It really went into pretty much. I mean, not I went too far into the detail. If you ask me, I mean, the boy, if he ever see the live, he should definitely. It wouldn't make him feel good, but you
That's
love
what
him.
I'm saying. That's a shame. Poor guy. Like, damn.
But you love him. Now, how the
That's what you would
first of
do to this
all,
person?
first of all, how you love him? You just met him. Now you like to talk about Carmen and say, I know you just met him. Anybody who
I
would
just want to say I mean, I don't like to see people do bad and stuff, but I love to see how beautiful Chef and Carmen continue to grow together, celebrate holidays, look great together, and all the ops and everybody that came up against them and say shit about their relationship. Miserable as fuck. People that had divorces, all kind of shit going on.
I was finna
Won't he do
say,
it?
people
Won't
done
he do
broke
it?
up. People done broke up and they still together. That is the truth now. Yeah. Hmm. Well, anyway, I'm about to get off of this live. So, Michelle, keep me updated. Give her them little 24, 48,
Yeah,
72.
I'm gonna give it to Sunday morning, and I'm just gonna go ahead and it's not about the. I just want to. I'm using this platform because I don't. I mean, I have my own Facebook and stuff. I don't use my Facebook, my TikTok, my platforms to expose anything. This is like a medium for me to try to get my money back because I know she's listening, and you are a vlogger or a person that that's putting information out. This is what you do. Um, so I will be sending those receipts over so everyone, and I'm only doing it so people can see this is a form of a review. I purchased a book, never got it, and I want people to see that I tried to get because I don't want anyone to start accusing me of just coming over here trying to be messy. No, I don't really like mess. I really don't. But this, I am a nosy neighbor though, so I ain't gonna say I don't like mess. I am a nosy neighbor. But anywho, I
But she
did
like she
try.
like mess too.
I did try to get my money back on the back end and not like, do this whole big thing. But she just refuses to send it for whatever reason. I think it may be because I don't know. But if it's not a threat or an ultimatum, but I'm just going to I'm only putting the receipts out there at that point to show people what we're dealing with. Because if you won't give me my $30 back, and I know you're listening, then that means that you just want smoke for whatever reason. I don't want no, so I just want my $30. But I'll be sending you that by Sunday morning. What's the day? Friday, Sunday morning. If I'm gonna give it all day, all you gotta do is put $30, show up private, and push send, or Apple Pay, or Venmo, or Zelle, or what's the other shit? PayPal, anything.
Yeah. Go on and get above that lady
You
money
can
now.
even send the
Hey,
thirty
Ellie.
dollars to Darnell as a gift. I'll gift that. Send it to him. I
And
know
you
you
know
ain't gonna do that.
damn
You heard
well
about the
she ain't
cash.
gonna, you know
You said
damn
you heard about the
well she
cash
ain't
app
gonna do that.
already.
Honey, you know damn well she ain't gonna do that now. You done stretch you done
I
went
went
out
too far.
you
I
done went
went too
out there
far
too
in
far, Michelle now. Really back in, because you know damn well she ain't finna do that.
if that would be easier, because I know you got him at the top of the list on your cash app. If you it's already there, you could just send it over there. If that would be easier. If that would be easier. But if
Child,
not,
never gonna get
all
it,
right,
never gonna get
Darnell.
it.
Thank you for letting me come up and say that. And like I said, I love you. I support you. I see you. I know that you're not trying. I see what you tried to do the whole time. That's why I mess with you.
Oh,
You're my brother, and I just want to see you grow. Let this whole thing, what people trying to do, like you said, let it motivate you. And you handsome as hell. You fine as hell. And if a motherfucker say you ugly, you know they lying.
I know they lying about that ugly now. I know they lying about the ugly. But what I will say, and it's part of the reason why oh, Michelle, I fell off. It's part of the reason why I want to do things in my own terms. What I will say is that sometimes weight covers up your features. You're not able to see I'm telling you, I really look like a whole different person, uh, smaller. And so, thank you for putting those pictures out there. And so, when it's time, people were able to see the drastic difference between one another. So, Michelle, I don't know what happened, baby. You fell off. Miss Barbara wants me to sing a song before we get off, and I'm going to do that because we're about to get off of here. Miss Barbara, we are so sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, my love. And you said sing a song with Jesus in it, and I kept trying to think of a song. I know some songs with Jesus in it, and I only know them for like I don't may not. So this was the first song that I am familiar with that has Jesus in it, and I don't know if you meant literally. Um, she said, "Oh, she's in chat." Okay, boo. Thank you for coming on. I just didn't know what happened to you, so thank you for coming on. It's the second part right now. I couldn't understand him, but now I do. Okay, Rochelle. Miss Barbara, I don't know if you meant literally have Jesus in it. I don't know if she wanted you to. send actual song, something about an emoji. Wait, what? Hold on, what did I just click on? New streaming, looking like level. What the freak? No, she wanted you to send the actual song, something about the name of Jesus. I thought she said sing a song before. No, no, am I to sing a song or send a song? Y'all confusion. Let me see. Um, no, she said right here. She said, "Darnell, please sing something about the name of Jesus." Now I thought about this song, but I don't know this song like that. I don't know this song like that. I don't know this song like that. Um, I just know the verse. I just know the verse. So I don't know if I just know. I mean, not the verse. I just know the chorus. So do you just want me to sing the chorus? Because that's pretty much all I know. I don't know the lyric, the verse. I just know the chorus. Something about the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. I don't know. Some people say I'm crazy, but I don't know the lyrics for real. And when I try to look up the lyrics, this definitely ain't helping. Let me see something. She's who somebody says saying, I don't know the words, y'all. Okay, you know what? Let me just attempt it. I don't know the words for it. I don't know the words or the lyrics. Something about the name Jesus. Something about the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Some people say I'm crazy, but I can't explain the power I feel when I call his name, when I call his name. Said it's just like fire shot up in my bones. The Holy Ghost starts moving, and it just won't leave me alone. See, this is not my song. This song has too much going on, and it's not my song. And I recognized that before I started singing it. And I went to falsetto about 30,000 times. Now, for some of y'all who can't, so y'all putting up, some of y'all who can't, some of y'all who don't sing, y'all may not, y'all say I did that. See, to me, like, that was trash. I ain't gonna lie. To me, that was trash. To me, that was trash. That's not my song. I need a whole nother song. No, I said that was great. That was trash. That's not my song. That man, he does so much in that song. That's not my song. Give me another one. Can we do another one? But I did attempt it for you. Oh, you said Amazing Grace. I could do Amazing Grace. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see, child. That was trash. I'm glad y'all said it was good. That was trash. That was trash. Okay, so I know the first Amazing Grace. I just like seeing that little piece right now. Oh, you know what else song I love? Precious Lord. You sing it right now. That was so trash to me. Like y'all can't. Well, see some. Okay, let me see. So y'all say Amazing Grace. Let me see how it go. Let me see. Uh, let's get me a little tutorial. Hold on. Cause now I think about Precious Lord. All I can think about is Precious Lord, which is similar. Oh,
Hallelujah.
hold your line.
There's nothing like the
Hold
amazing
your
grace.
line.
Amazing
Oh, there you
grace.
go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Okay, there we go. Uh, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fear relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. How many dangers tossed and snares I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Miss Gail Watson, I got your cash out, boo. I called you out for the cash out. I did. Thank you, Miss Gail Watson. Miss Barbara, thank you so very much. Now, this has me wanting to sing before we get off. I don't know why, but it has me wanting to sing Precious Lord. And then we're going to get off. It has me wanting to sing Precious Lord. Now, I almost forgot that second lyrics. I used to know that second lyrics of Amazing Grace, and I had to look it up. But I want to sing Precious Lord. Pray, precious Lord, take my hand and lead me on. Let me stand. I am tired. I am weak. I am worn. But through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. All right, baby. Now these are the requests from the people, and y'all ask for the hymns. Y'all like a hymn. Y'all know my age. We just barely at the cutoff till we remember the hymns. That's why I messed up that Precious Lord. Amazing Grace a little bit early. At my age, we barely at the age, unless you're in the country, where you remember the hymns. So y'all stick me to it. We barely at the age where we remember how the hymns went now. Now, they talking about some old. Hell, I guess I'm old too. Hey, they talking about y'all old. I guess I'm old too. I remember some of the hymns. Nah, you got to be a little bit old to remember some of the hymns. This is not regular songs. These songs you got to sing a certain way. Okay. Now, Wig could never. She's the Antichrist. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye.